24/7 Video Game Podcast.
Oh, yeah. Whether it's a beer, a shot, or even a glass of wine, grab your favorite beverage right here. And welcome to your favorite live interactive video game podcast. That's right. It's the Level 857 Video Game Podcast with your host, as usual, Al G857.
The 23rd Stallion.
Sticks.
Turbo 857.
And your boy, Big Chuck. What up?
And the special guest we have on the podcast tonight is affiliated with an indie dev studio responsible for bringing the masses Mayhem Brawler, which provides a 4-player, sublimed, 90s infused, superhero fantasy-inspired beat-em-up action, which ranks among the best beat-em-ups that we've played in quite some time.
That's right.
And it also happens to be creeping up on the 2nd year anniversary.
Yeah.
So everyone, please put your hands together and give a warm round of applause for the community manager of Indie Dev Studio Hero Concept, Hasan!
Yeah, that's a huge intro, by the way. I hope I can keep up with that.
Welcome.
We do it big here at Level 857.
We don't play around.
Thank you.
We don't play
Thank you for
around.
having me.
No, thank you for having us
We appreciate that.
and popping up on the podcast. Really appreciate that.
Yeah.
We know it's late over there where you're at. Where are you broadcasting from right now, Hasan?
Yeah, I'm in Istanbul, Turkey right now. So,
Wow.
so it's 2 a.m., almost 3 a.m. here.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Man.
Oh, man.
That's cool.
2:44.
I think you're first guest from Turkey.
Yeah.
Definitely. That's it. Definitely the first guest from Turkey.
Easily, yeah.
We
Yeah.
appreciate you joining us then.
Absolutely, and the chat appreciates it too. You know, they love it when game developers come up on here. You know, so this is really a treat for everybody involved.
Speaking of the
Thank you.
chat, real quick, Chuck, can you read up the names in the chat?
All
we
right,
can get-
so first of all, we have Mr. Mass Produce.
Mass producing, always producing, doesn't stop.
We got Cafe Fox. We got Gordostein. And that's who we got.
So
All
far,
right.
yes.
All right. Not bad. Not
Three
bad.
amigos. You have three
All
amigos.
right.
Let yourselves be known in the chat if you're watching. you know?
Yeah.
Don't be afraid.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Talk to us. We talk back.
Yeah, man. We'll shout you out, and then you get the right after. All right.
Hell yeah.
All right. So
Well, it's good to have you on, Hasan.
It's almost 3 a.m. We should get on with this interview.
yeah.
Let's get the show on the road.
Yes.
Who has the first question?
Are we gonna go straight
Listen,
to
we
questions?
got to
games
celebrate
later? Okay,
first
cool.
of all.
Yes.
Your
We
first,
gotta
it's a
celebrate.
2-year anniversary for Mayhem Brawler. It's about to be 2-year
Yes.
anniversary. We got to celebrate with a shot.
Yeah, we got a shot
Oh, okay.
Hasan,
to
you got
celebrate.
some. Congratulations
Congratulations.
to Mayhem
Yeah.
Brawler. 2-year anniversary.
I got
It counts.
One.
It counts.
It's
It
a
counts.
Anything, any liquid, man.
Hassan is drinking responsibly.
There you go.
He's drinking water.
There you go. Cheers. Congrats.
Oh, that was easy. Don't even start.
I don't even know
That
what
was
mine
easy.
is.
That was it's
Those easy as
sake.
What was? Oh, this.
I
is
put it
it's
on
sake.
sake. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like,
It's
what
sake.
is this?
I got a bottle from work.
Yes.
I'm like, this isn't tequila.
Yeah.
Arigato.
Oh God.
Gozaimasu.
Oh dear Lord.
What?
Oh boy.
Oh man. It's
He
too-
said thank you.
All right. Now,
perfect.
we're not too buzzed to do the interview, so that's great. Okay.
All right,
All right, let's get this thing on the road.
right. Who's first with a question?
you go first.
Me. Okay.
Put him in the hot seat.
Let me see what I got here. What were the biggest challenges while doing Mayhem Brawler?
Well, actually, when you're developing something, anything, the world will be just, your enemy. Every environmental, damage will be upon you. But passion will, solve a lot of problems. But if I have to think, a biggest challenge, I will like, probably time actually. In the studio, you want to take a fast or quick action. You want to answer the community feedback, or you want to update your game. But it takes time, and you have to manage the hype and your own hype actually.
Yeah. That makes sense. Makes perfect sense.
Now, this is originally released on Steam, right?
Yeah. You shouldn't be exhausting your own hype. So time is a currency.
Oh, yeah. And it's funny because going on 2 years, I didn't know, like, time is going by really fast.
Yeah.
Because I didn't notice this game was out for 2 years.
Yeah.
Or nearly 2 years. Because, I heard, Streets Rage 4 is maybe, 2 years now, right? Maybe even 3 years.
Maybe 3.
Maybe 3.
Yeah.
Jeez, man. And then Turtles, and then, like, River City. All these games seemed like they were, like, a month ago.
They were
it
in
seems
a
like-
3-year gap with Streets of Rage, Battletoads, River City. Yeah, like just a shitload of beat 'em ups. Just went
Well, the
flying.
renaissance
Yeah.
is now. And I
Yeah.
think it kicked off with maybe... I mean, it probably did kick off pretty much around when Streets of Rage 4 came out.
Around there.
Like, in the,
It feels like a month until you see the oh my god, I should post an anniversary or something.
it creeps up.
Okay, it's August again or something like that.
So what inspired you guys on making the game to begin with?
Yeah, well, there are a lot of us in the dev team that has a history with beat 'em ups, like actual history. There are even lectures of articles in our website. Like they are really passionate about the beat 'em up games, even in the old times, like '89 or something like that. And well,
Fight.
they I wasn't there back then. In the 2019 or so, and they wanted to build the beat 'em up game, the ultimate beat 'em up game. They wanted to play like their own dream game. And well, if you play the 19s beat 'em up games a little bit, you can see the similarities or the inspirations. Like there is, in my opinion, of course, there is a reference to even the Final Fight. The Capcom's Final Fights, like you can see some inspirations from the old, really old and gold ones. So it's even in the game, like 19's arcade soul in the modern times.
Yeah.
Oh, you could definitely tell.
Absolutely.
It's definitely modernized with the way I like the way the hits are. Like when I saw it, I was just like, it reminded me a lot of Streets Rage 4.
Yeah.
It definitely reminded me. I was like, okay, very cool. Very, very cool.
It's very hard to stand out with all the games, especially with indie games.
Oh yeah.
With all of it's like a constant wave of games every week.
Mm-hmm.
And to make something that's even if it's great, it's hard to even tell what is great nowadays. And like I said, it's been a while. We didn't know about this game when it first came out. We saw some trailers or something like that because people would put collabs online. They say these are the beat 'em ups you should be looking forward to, and then it would be in something like that. And then when we, there's so many, but we gave it a shot, and it was like, it surprised me.
Yeah.
Just the controls,
The animation.
the animation,
crisp.
And the polish. Because a lot of indie games will be, especially beat 'em ups, will be good, but there'll be something off. Either if the combat, something will be off with a hitbox or something. But this one was very crisp. Everything was like tight, very crisp, and it felt like Streets of Rage 4. Like on how like
the combos.
Combos. Little air combos here and there. The special moves, the art, the bosses. Everything just felt tight in the game.
Yeah. And everything is also hand drawn. Like every pixel is hand drawn by an artist.
Wow.
Every animation is handmade actually. So there is a lot of passion in the animation or art design, in the game, Mayhem Brawler's design overall. So I'm really glad to hear that in return.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of art, there's a very huge influence of comic books in the game.
Yes.
And, it seems to be from, I don't know if it's from a comic book, but it's cool that in that digital way that you do it, that you can choose. Because obviously in a book, you can't choose your way unless it's like an audio book or something like that. And those aren't the greatest books. But in a game, you have the choice of changing the story based on what you can do. And that's always a great part of the game for replayability and everything. So I'm glad that that's a part of it. And you guys really, really focused on that. And the art of it shows. It looks like a comic book.
Yeah.
There you go. See?
Is this a comic book?
Well, it should be.
I'm like,
I was like, I never heard of it.
yeah, I'm like, it looks like a
It
comic
looks like
book.
it would be a
It looks
comic.
the
like a fully
panels and
fleshed-
everything. I'm like, this is
Yeah.
where is this? Is this a comic?
If it's not, it definitely should.
Yeah, if it's not, it's a damn well should be.
Yeah.
Or a Netflix series.
I hope so.
The proposal is done now. Let's do it.
Hasan, quick question for you. The decision making which alters the endings that you could get in the game, were they inspired by Guardian heroes in any way? Because that's the first thing I thought about when I read about that. I was like, oh, there's different endings and your decisions impact the ending. I was like, that sounds like, Guardian Heroes was a beat 'em up
Saturn.
from the
classic.
days of the Sega Saturn. It's one of the probably best games on the Sega Saturn, and you're constantly, you beat a stage and you're constantly like, okay, should we go here? Should we go there? And depending on your route changes, your game experience changes, and the ending changes as a result. And I was just like, I wonder if they got that from that.
Well, I don't think it's directly, inspired by it, but maybe indirectly in our subconscious.
Yeah,
we
right.
should do that.
That makes sense sometimes. That's how getting influenced works. Sometimes just like you don't think about it in the front of your head, but back there it's kind of like, okay, this would be cool if we put it into that game. Not bad though. Very, very good.
You have to create something that you yourself are enjoying. Like you have to enjoy it yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel bad for the people who made Lord of the Rings Gollum, and they were playing it before it released. They probably didn't enjoy that very much.
Wow.
No, I don't mean that. It's,
licensed games are another story, man.
no one sets out to make a bad game, but I could imagine testing that they might have been like, "Damn, man."
It depends on when you get paid. For some people, they're like, I got my paycheck. I'm good.
Yeah.
We got Bizarre in the chat. We got
Bizarre.
Heavy Metal in the chat.
Hey.
Yo.
Oh, you gotta do that now.
Yeah, sorry. All right.
Bizarre says game looks very clean. He's adding it to his collection.
There we go.
Definitely.
Hey, there we go.
Hasan, how long has Hero Concept been together?
Yeah.
Because the game seems very polished for you guys to be like working together for a short time. That's just my opinion. I thought, it looks like it feels like you've been together for a minute.
Decades.
Yeah, 20 years or something. Yeah. Actually, our design director and director of coding and the actual big guys are really old friends. So I think I should consider that, but along that, it's I think 5 years or something.
5 years. Okay. Not bad.
Not that long, but the Turgut and Serkan, maybe you know it or not. They're really old friends.
No, 5 years is good. It's a chunk of time.
That's a pandemic year, too, so that counts for like another 5 years. So a decade.
Exactly. I've been married, I think, for more than 6, and it feels like I'm married for 16.
That's
So-
not
It's
the
like-
way,
So it's a chunk of time. It's definitely a chunk of
bro.
time. What?
Bro.
Why? I mean, it's been a good 6 years. It's
Good
been
luck.
a great
Good luck.
6 years.
Good luck when you go home tonight.
It's been great
Good
6
luck.
years. It's just
Good luck, bro.
She's like, I got grays. I'm dying here.
It's hard to imagine a time before that. So it's probably hard to imagine a time before Hero Concept because you guys have a great synergy. Is what I mean to say. Yes. That works out.
Took
right?
you a while to get there.
Yeah, it took you a little too long to get there, bro.
Took you about 16 years to get there.
Seriously, yeah.
That is foul. That is too foul. Now, Hasan, I got a question for you. As a community manager, what would you say is now? I know that this game's been ported to different consoles. Are there any out of the big three console manufacturers, Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft? Are there any favorites that you have? Are there any that certain ones are easier to work with? How is the experience working with all three? Is it what are the challenges involved?
As a player or as a marketing guy?
As a marketing guy, which one is
Yeah,
your experience working with them from a business perspective?
Well, after you learn, you can deal all of them. But if I have to choose one, I love PlayStation more.
Oh, really? Okay. So,
PlayStation is, helping us a lot, I think, just a little bit more, but maybe because of the people we talk is a little bit more, helpful to us. But yeah, my vote is for PlayStation, but, Nintendo, Xbox and PlayStation, it's all the same after a certain time.
It's funny you said PlayStation because all I see, like when I looked it up, the trailer for Mayhem Brawler, it's only PlayStation that I see there. Yeah, I see it here. That's like the only,
the main trailer.
the only trailer.
They're
you can find.
promoting hard. For them.
Yeah.
Well, he said that they were
Good
helping him
job.
more.
Yeah, well, it shows.
It shows. It
It's
shows in the
obvious.
search engine.
It's obvious.
Interesting. Yeah. That's okay. Yeah, it's not too many times. When we talk developers, they bring Sony. They usually say the Microsoft and Nintendo or whatever like that.
Do
So
that?
that's from I remember. Because I'm the one who usually asks that question.
Oh.
So I was like, okay, Sony this time. That's interesting.
I think you're just making sure.
I'm not making you take my clips from previous interviews. Okay, take my clips.
So when I originally saw this game, it was 3 players, and a lot of people who were reviewing it were like 3 players, 3 players, 3 players, and we play as a group many 4-player games. More player the better, because everyone wants to play. But do you know when the decision? I don't know if you do, but do you know when the decision to make it 4 players, because it depends on whether you save characters in the game, and it makes it 4 players later in the game as an option. So I don't know if that was an addition or not.
That option was, just She-Wolf. I want to just say She-Wolf because She-Wolf was a fan favorite, so we have to include her to our game, and after a careful consideration, like you have to have She-Wolf with our stronghold officers. So yeah, She-Wolf made the game 4 players.
Gotcha.
And
her
also
character
She-Wolf,
design.
Oh, that's cool.
Nice. That's awesome. I mean, it was a great. I'm glad that it was 4 players.
Oh yeah. Hey, listen. Something's 1 player, you make it 2 players, it makes it better. But you make it 4 players, and makes it way better. And then 6 players.
Yeah.
Oh
And
no!
then
There's a limit. There's a
Yeah.
limit.
Then things just get out of control.
After 8 players, it gets out of control. Imagine to beat them up 8 players. Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
I'm here for it.
I can't imagine like 8 players running around and in the
yeah.
air.
Yeah.
Just one screen.
For a beat 'em up would be nuts.
Yeah, to squint. Really, really good to see that.
And just right quick, we have a fellow indie dev in the chat right now, Mike Blau of Quack Quack Games.
That's right.
What's going on, man?
Yo,
CD Run.
CD Run, 8-player game, Frantic.
Oh, that's coming up on the Versus.
That's
pretty
coming up
soon.
on Versus pretty soon. Speaking of which,
Speaking
thank
of
you, Mike.
multiplayer,
Good to
yeah.
see you again. Thank you for popping in on the chat.
Yep.
We love our indie devs.
And
we
Mike
really
said, hey, everyone, just jumping on for a minute because I wanted to say this game looks awesome and great job getting it all done and out.
do. Yes.
Good stuff.
Yep.
And that's from a dev to another dev. So they know.
Yeah.
They know
Indie
the struggles.
dev to another. It's indie dev to another indie dev.
They
Yeah.
still know the struggles.
They know the struggles. They know the struggles.
Point,
Challenges
point
are fun.
made.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Anybody else?
I got a question. What is your besides Mayhem Brawler? What is your favorite beat 'em up series all time?
Oh, that was one of my freaking questions. Too. How dare you steal it from my freaking list?
Are you all right? You okay over
One of my
there?
freaking- How dare you?
Should I say that or no? Yeah, that's a little bit hard. Let me think.
I'll add on to that question. Are there any other
Yeah, I will just say Streets of Rage 4 maybe.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Street Rage 4. Yeah.
It's an excellent choice.
No, that's an excellent choice.
Very excellent choice.
Yeah. I was going to ask you if there's any other indie dev beat 'em up games that you admired from a development standpoint, but you just threw out Streets of Rage 4. So that's game is awesome. So it's kudos for that.
You can't go wrong with Streets of Rage 4.
Nah, you really can't.
Now, Mike. Sorry, Mike.
Mike.
Not sorry, Mike Bilal. No question for you. This is all about Hasan's interview. I'm sorry, Hasan. I'm like, I see another indie dev, and I'm thinking about them both at the same time. It's horrible. Very, very tough,
You're cut off, sir.
Yeah.
Hasan, as the community manager, how have you dealt with I guess feedback regarding the game? You know how gamers get sometimes. You get people who love the game. You get people who, say gamers could be foul sometimes, and they say some messed up things. You see The Last of Us 2.
Without playing it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Last of Us 2 controversy came out. You got a game comes out to beat them up, and they start saying, "Oh, it's like this, like that, like whatever, like that." How have you felt about the feedback, and how have you dealt with it? How do you handle that?
Actually, it didn't, affect negatively our team because we had an overwhelming positive reactions from everywhere. Like there were people directly messaging us. Also, the reviews were also awesome. So it didn't shake anything, but negative feedback is a point to you have to learn. And maybe the favorite part of every Mayhem Brawler players she-wolf is born from a feedback. Like people said that they want to play as a she-wolf. And yeah, it was something to grow on, like
Interesting.
Yeah.
Not bad. No, that's good.
All right.
That's good.
So it was borderline like constructive criticism. I'm like, you found constructive criticism within some of the
Negative
not so
feedback.
nice feedback.
Yeah, as a gamers ourselves, sometimes we speak directly, but if you look deep onto these comments, some of them maybe there is a constructive criticism. Like when you are playing a game, you are passionate and you are full of rage or full of maybe happiness or shame, anything. So when you are writing or typing anything, it shows that. Just looking under the letters. Anything starts with any bad word, you can see some constructive criticism.
Interesting.
You can take another look on this stuff.
Yeah, betas are out for a reason. Like people can play, and
Yep.
they can tell you whether nice or not. They say what needs to be improved, and if it's listened to, you get a better game out of it.
Yeah, sometimes people who didn't play the game says some negative feedback. You should consider that because they don't know the game that much, but it's another constructive criticism because in that time as a marketing guy I didn't my job very well. That means something like that.
That makes sense.
It's always the people that didn't play the game that have the most to say.
They have the loudest voices sometimes.
It's crazy.
That's why we like to suggest to everyone, if you haven't played this game, is there a demo? There's no demo for it, right?
I don't know.
I don't remember seeing
I mean, you can play it on Steam, and if you have 2 hours or so, and if you don't like it, you can return. But give it a shot, because we didn't know about this until we played it, like how genuinely good it was.
Yeah.
And how much of a surprise
Another
it was.
impressive thing about the game was the enemy variety.
Yeah.
There was a lot of enemies in that game.
Even late into the game, there was some different
there was still
enemies.
new enemies popping up
Yep.
even towards the end of the game. That was very impressive. Very, very impressive.
Yeah.
That's always fun, keeping us on our toes.
I was surprised too because I'm like, how much negative press negative feedback did you really get? Because it looks it's clean and it's the hits are great, the combos are great, the action's awesome, and I'm like,
It's the internet.
It's I'm like,
It's the internet.
no matter what, you'll find a hater somewhere, but it's good to see how you guys have dealt with that. I remember when I read something about the team that did Genshin Impact, I think it is, if I'm saying the game correctly. Everyone was saying it was a Breath of the Wild clone, and then it was like totally demoralized the development team when they were reading about that. So
I got Game of the Year though.
and that was a successful game, but it was unfortunate to see how the negative feedback from from gamers in the community had an impact on how the game developers felt. But I'm glad the game did well, because that type of thing sucks. Like, we're all everyone's influenced by music's the same way. I think every creative media is creators are influenced by something and someone, by what they see. So it happens like that. You'll see something from somewhere, but they'll put their unique spin on it and make it something completely like a different experience.
I've seen people inspired by something and it didn't come out well. So you're like, that looks like some game, but this is not good. But then there's others, you're inspired by something and you improve upon it, and you make your own spin, like you said.
IPs are very
And
fragile.
Mm-hmm.
Very fragile. You gotta be
Yeah.
a lot of care goes into a lot of that stuff.
No kidding.
Speaking of IPs, have you ever thought of a dream IP that you wouldn't mind making a beat 'em up for?
A dream IP to
Hold on. Close the first stallion real quick. Hold on.
Something like I don't know. Does anything come to mind?
You can you can't make anything a beat 'em up game. You have to push it really hard, but maybe I can go the totally absurd way, like My Little Pony beat 'em up game or something like that. Something totally.
It's a good franchise.
That would be a first. That would be a first.
Sell. It would sell.
I mean,
Actually, there was a beat 'em up, My Little Pony.
Bizarre had an excellent suggestion. He said level 857 beat him
On level 8,
Hey, I
stuff,
mean,
I mean,
if you're still doing DLC for Mayhem Brawler,
There would have to be 5 players, though. It's
Yeah.
got to be 5 players at least, though.
Well, that would have to be left towards the sequel, then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, 5 players.
Unless
Level 857.
And for our audio listeners, Style has a shirt on. It's Thundercats.
The
So that's what he was
Thundercats.
showing everybody on the screen.
that would be great, though. There hasn't been yet. Thundercats hasn't been justice, done to it. In
What about
modern years.
He-Man? This has been justice.
There was a
for that game.
PlayStation game, 3D.
That was trash. Sorry about the, I mean, I didn't.
They
it was-
tried.
It wasn't the greatest game.
They tried. They tried.
But
Oh my god, that's hilarious. Hasan, what is your favorite game, and what was the game that made you want to get into game development? If they happen to be 2 different games, maybe they're the same.
I'm not. I feel like I should say Mayhem Brawler, but I was playing games before this, but my passion started with the circus game in maybe in the 90s. There was a circus game in the console, like you were jumping and It was really an old game, and I loved it. There was also a hobo game, I think.
A hobo game?
You were,
Like you start
yeah,
as a hobo. Like you're
yeah,
homeless?
you were starting as a hobo, and you were, in no time you were just jumping around the clouds or something like that.
I gotta look up this game.
No, I think I know the game.
You know, don't you know,
I can't remember the names right
Circus
now, but
Charlie.
yeah.
Circus Charlie?
It's funny you said circus game because the Circus Charlie. That's awesome. The circus games I was thinking of, there was two. There was a light game called Point Blank, right? That's kind of has a circus theme to it, right? And I was thinking of Sneak King with the Burger King.
Yeah.
No.
That's not the one.
I was thinking of the one that you have for NES. The
Which one was that?
was it the Disney game or whatever? It's like a bunch of rides and shit like that.
Oh, hold up.
Oh,
you know
what?
I'm talking about?
Disney?
Something Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom, Magic
Kingdom,
Adventure
yeah.
Kingdom, or something like that. Yeah, that was a great
definitely not
circus theme game.
Sneak.
No, it's not Sneak.
It's definitely not sneaking.
Does that count as an indie game?
I don't
Sneak
know.
King was probably an indie game. It was like free with like what they gave
I
that
have
game.
it.
You got like a Big Mac and
You
they gave
got
it
it?
for free or
I
something.
have it. It's $4. It
Doesn't
costs
look bad.
$4.
This shit's terrible, dude.
Hold on, there you go. Look. Doesn't look bad, man.
This inspires everyone to make games.
All right.
That makes anyone want to program. I'll tell you that. If you can make Sneak King.
No, that's awesome. A circus game.
Anybody can do it.
Not bad. Not bad.
Awesome.
It's funny how like inspiration comes from like the fun. It could come
weirdest
from, it could come
places.
from
Yeah.
any game.
Anything.
Grimace just had a game for the game.
For his
Game
birthday.
Boy
Grimace had
Color.
a game?
Game
For
Boy
his-
Color.
The
For his
purple
birthday.
orb thing.
The
The
purple
purple
orb?
Whatever he looks
Grimace.
like. Grimace, yeah,
The
he's
character from McDonald's. Yes.
Yes.
We don't know him as a purple orb.
I don't know what he is. I know he's like a purple.
You know who he is.
I know who he is. I don't know what he is. I don't know what that thing
Not
is.
an orb?
He's like a what? Like
He has a Game Boy Color game is what I was getting at. Not focusing on what he looks
Oh
like.
my god.
that is too funny. I gotta find this mystery circus game. I'm really yeah.
I know. I want to know it too. I want to see it right now.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
Acro the Acrobat?
It's the Acro the Acrobat.
Well, that was 16.
This is the
The
That's
Grimace
that's
game.
the-
Oh god, this is a Grimace game? Oh man. Oh god.
That's hilarious.
For
That's-
Game Boy
Dude,
Advance?
that is not an
Nah, that's
orb.
Game Boy Color.
Oh, Game Boy
What is it?
Color.
Yeah, what is
Not
it?
even Game Boy Advance.
No.
That's not an orb,
Look at those
dude.
dancing
It looks
people.
good for a Game Boy Color game, though. I'll tell you that.
He's supposed to be a taste bud.
He's a taste bud?
What?
what
Yeah, I
said?
looked it up
never
because I
knew
didn't know
that.
what the hell he was either.
He's a taste
I
bud?
actually looked it up.
Taste
Yeah,
bud?
he's supposed to be a taste bud.
Oh my.
Find out something new every
Yo,
Right.
for real, dude.
Yeah,
I
I
was
don't-
today years old when I found out Grimace was supposed to be a taste bud.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be a taste bud.
He's supposed
That's
to
terrible.
be a taste bud.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Mike Balo
Why-
said,
Why he's
that-
purple? I don't know why.
Mike Balo said, I'd play Level 857 beat him up as long as Sticks has his trademark. Get out of here. Whenever too close or throw someone off the screen.
Yes.
Yo.
Yes.
It'll
Yes.
be like Mortal Kombat 4. Get over here. Get him out of here.
Get out of here.
Get away from me. Get away from me.
That is too funny.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man.
But you guys did a lot for updates for this game. It's been like continuing. That's why I didn't know that it was going on a 2-year anniversary, because you guys are staying up with updates on
Yeah.
the game,
Mhm.
adding new things every second. Like it's commendable.
Yes.
How hard is it to keep that going?
Yeah. What?
Lights
Lots
out.
of, events. Okay.
Hey.
That was awesome.
God didn't wanted me to answer that.
It was on cue too. It's like turn off the lights. Like don't let him answer that question.
I was about to say witchcraft. The update. And God was like, no. Update takes a little bit, your time. Little bit. Yeah, I'm lying.
A little bit.
Yeah.
And witchcraft was, actually kind of like an expansion, like an update. Witchcraft update just pushed the Mayhem Brawler best of both worlds just 6 months or so. Like the game, sometimes you have to you want to update the game, but it takes a little bit much more of your time, and sometimes everything else is due when you do
Yeah.
that.
I can imagine that's probably
But
hell.
yeah, it looks really nice right now.
Yeah,
That it does.
very polished, very clean, very clean, very polished.
So,
Excellent.
anybody else got any questions before we move on to the other question?
Before we go into the next phase, anybody else?
I do not.
Okay.
I'm good.
So, is there anything else you're working on at the moment? Because, as this game has been out for a while, are there any other games you're working on at the moment?
Yeah, we are working on the sequel, Mayhem Brawler 2, the second
Very
game.
good.
Uh-oh.
Very good. Very good.
Interesting. Is there
yeah.
any new features that you could disclose that the sequel will?
Yeah, there are a
Feature.
lot of features.
Okay.
But I don't know which one of them I can, leak online. But yeah, the second game is called Mayhem Brawler 2, Best of Both Worlds.
Nice.
Best of both worlds. Okay.
Because it's kind of have two separate timelines. There are past brawlers and there are present brawlers, and there will be 8 playable characters.
Wow.
Not just 5 or 4, just straight up 8.
Huh?
Some of the old bosses are coming back as a playable character, like
Huh?
Enchantress and Beastmaster,
Beastmaster.
Beastmasters.
Apex Hunter.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Yeah, and we are about to meet Stellar, Star's mother, in the second game.
Interesting.
Sounds very ambitious.
It does sound ambitious. 3 more characters, especially because I think about all the animation for all the sprites. Because I remember when
Yes.
we had Mike Herman on Retrosoft Studios. He made Retromania Wrestling with all the characters, and every single sprite has to be drawn. I'm just like, oh my
Yes.
God, it's gotta take.
I would lose
work.
my mind.
Yeah.
I just I just created sub badges, for our Twitch channel, and that just took me a long time.
That's 2 frames of animation.
It's just like, and I just took the same one, I just changed the colors, and I'm just like, this is taking me a while. I can't imagine what game developers go through when they.
4,000 per person.
Yes,
Oh my
per
God.
movement.
that's crazy. But Hasan, would you say that online co-op will is that a feature you guys may experiment with the sequel? I know it's not easy. I know it takes a lot of resources and a lot of tweaking, but is that something that you guys are thinking about?
I can't say any a yes or a no right now.
So the answer is yes. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh God.
Wow.
Oh man, it's
Yeah.
too funny. All right, so it's one.
We are exploring.
I like it when I like it when developers can't answer the question. That's a good sign. That's a good sign.
You mean you like it when you try to get them in trouble? Is that what you're trying to
It's
say?
like-
Yeah, Jesus, dude.
That's a great sign. That's a great
Yeah.
sign. Okay, cool.
No,
So-
you can ask if he likes online multiplayer.
Do you like online multiplayer, Hasan? How do you feel about online multiplayer yourself?
Yeah, I like online multiplayer.
I think it's a good idea.
See,
Excellent.
there's a question he can answer.
That's a good.
Let's shift gears a little bit. Do you guys have any more room for any more like hero character designs? Like,
Well, he did say
some-
8 characters, so that's enough
something-
room
Oh,
for
I just found this
5
here.
more.
something tall, dark, and handsome. I'm available.
Well, there is a tall, dark, and handsome one, Wishmaster.
He's already
We
in there.
met him in the first game.
Mm-hmm.
He is a past brawler, past timeline brawler, not just a past brawler. And he is the one who introduced esoteric magic into the Mayhem City, Mayhem universe. And he is the one responsible for a lot of magical things in the Mayhem universe. So he's a huge lore character, and actually one of actually maybe 3 or 4 developers' favorite character right now. Because some of us likes weapons in beat 'em ups.
Well, what we see on the screen right now is
From part 2.
Promotional materials you guys put up for part 2 that you've been putting up, because we saw a short, right?
Yeah,
you guys
saw
put
a
a short
short.
up on YouTube.
Yeah.
Some animation, and the detail you guys have put in. The art is crazy. Like, it's a big step up, and the detail is very, very nice.
Yeah.
Yes. The art in the second game will, for me, at least in my opinion, will be groundbreaking for me.
Ooh, okay.
There you go.
That's awesome.
The hype is real.
I see the effort every day, so I can say that.
Not bad.
That's awesome.
Now, the structure of the game, the sequel coming up, Hasan, is it going to follow the first, how it's, linear, make decisions, maybe alter the ending? Or is it going to be like a little more open-ended? Are you going to play around with the structure of the game at all?
Yeah, that's another hard one.
You can also say stay tuned.
You can say stay tuned, that's fine.
You could also say, Turbo, I'm not answering any more of your questions.
Yes, you turn on.
I always ask the hard questions, When we had AJ Grand Strutton from Delilah Studios on, I was asking a bunch. He's like, these questions, I swear.
Maybe you can answer this one. How many players are we aiming for?
Oh.
How many
one
players?
Of the key points we were, exploring actually was the end game. Yeah. So we want, to have a game that is really replayable, and we want to reward the real beat 'em ups fans, like. The people who are focusing on the scoring, or maybe playing a little bit more detailed. So what I can say is, we want to increase our content really, really much.
Okay.
Stepping up content.
So
okay.
more of everything.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm here for it.
Allegedly, there may be more.
You heard it here first.
And I'm guessing, is there a projected time period when this might be available? Because I know you guys didn't announce any dates or anything. Is there a quarter or a year or anything you can say about that, or just stay mum on the subject if you like?
Yeah. What are we planning to release is the next year. But I don't think it's going to be available in the quarter 1. Maybe even quarter 2 is not going to be available too.
Next year sometime, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Quarter 4.
So release.
Yeah.
Release
If you
time
want
on
to
the
say anything like next year, just you can say quarter 4.
Okay.
No, that's good. I like it when developers give quarter release dates instead of saying, okay, March. It's like
It's too hard to do.
It's tough to pinpoint
too
a
hard.
freaking month and a day. It's just like, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's like a quarter is good, though. So,
So it's going to be a release title on a new Nintendo.
I see what you did there.
Look
I
at
see
you.
what
Look
you
at
did
you
there.
fishing around.
Hasan, did you get any Switch 2 dev kits yet? No, oh, man.
That's
Trying
the
to get
real
him fired.
news. That's the real news right there.
Oh, my gosh. Imagine. Could you
Nintendo-
confirm it's portable?
Bro.
Oh, man.
Not from a dev kit.
It's too
With
much.
detail like that, it's not going to be on the old Switch, of course.
Oh my god.
Yo, I'm telling you, man, Tears of the Kingdom is on the Switch, so you never know what they can
You're about to
squeeze
say
on
Breath of the
Breath
Kingdom.
of the
I was gonna say Breath of the Kingdom.
Breath
Tears of the Wild. It's like, Jesus.
Breath of the
Hasan, are there any new games you're playing? Like, I know you probably don't have time for any games now, but are there any newer games that you've been playing or tried recently?
The sequel.
There you go. There you go.
And speaking of that, so how
Just
do
a
you?
little bit QA, but yeah. Right now, Actually, yeah, Baldur's Gate just took my storage for a bit.
Baldur's Gate, jeez.
Baldur's Gate is taking over.
Yeah, it's taking
I've
over.
heard too many good things about that game.
Because when you're just a little bit nerd, you have to play some of the cult games.
Well, I saw that you guys are huge like Dungeons and Dragons players over there. A lot of your dev team, I saw on their charts. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is the game.
No kidding. Baldur's Gate, though, it's insane. I don't know if this question was answered. I know you asked it, Chalk. How many players? Did you say how many players they're aiming for with the sequel?
He's not gonna answer.
No.
Oh, yeah, because I know we're doing 4 with the first one. Mayhem Brawler is 4
He
players
said
right
to
now.
try more of everything.
Oh, okay.
So you're trying to
that's
get
it.
specific answers, and he said he's not going to give you specific answers.
So they're trying for 6.
so-
they're trying for
so-
6.
so-
Gotta
He
listen,
said-
man.
he
You gotta
said-
listen.
He said, look forward to
Yeah.
a trailer and shut your mouth.
Kev reminds me of one of those sleazy reporters that like pisses off the athletes about like their personal life.
yeah.
Like
Or when they lose, they're like, how do you like that loss?
yeah, how do you like the loss? Can you?
what
You
was
hit
going through
one
your-
shot out of 20. How do you feel?
Yeah, yeah. What was going through your head?
Yeah.
You just lost the biggest game of your career. How do you feel? Can you speak on that?
And he
Oh,
puts-
and you're retiring this year.
I do no threats or shakedowns. I just ask the questions. I do no threats. I do no threats. Yeah, I just
Can't with this guy.
You know,
Can't.
the chat, they always, they send like, they send level 857, like, this email. They send email every once in a while, and they said, Turb, ask him the hard questions.
No,
sometimes,
they
ask
don't.
him the
No,
hard
they
questions.
don't.
That is a lie.
That is a
I'm like,
lie.
not at
The
all.
lie detector determined
Individual
that was a
personal
lie.
email.
They're only saying this because we're live, but
Not
behind
at
the
all.
scenes, they're like, okay, yeah, maybe you should kind of get at them with a little tougher.
Nope.
It's okay. It's all right. It's
So,
okay.
Hasan, we thank you for the questions that you are able to answer.
Yes.
Yes.
And we are very, very happy to see that a sequel is in the works, and we can't wait to
Yes.
play that game.
yes.
And hopefully, everyone who hears this tries out the first one and is highly anticipating the second one with us.
Well, they can try right now because it's 60% off right now. Uh,
60%?
yeah.
Wow.
right now on Steam, at least for now.
Pretty good.
And there will be a Steam event starting tomorrow called Land of the Crescent. And we will be, on the display on that event.
Oh,
All
nice.
right.
Nice.
So
More info to come.
We're gonna have to check that out.
And if you
there
guys,
will be a reminder for the first game. on Steam.
Absolutely.
and if you guys need anybody to test the second game, we volunteer.
Yeah.
Yes,
We
yes.
volunteer as tribute.
Yeah, we are beat 'em up like
Aficionados.
Lovers.
connoisseurs, enthusiasts.
Enthusiasts.
It's like we've played the best and we beat the best.
The
The
good
good
best.
bus.
We beat we
the
played the
good
best and we beat the best. We retired more games than Social Security.
Wow, man.
I'm sorry,
Oh.
I had to get that line out. I really did.
my
But we love beat 'em ups over here.
You would think
Absolutely.
it was past 3 a.m. over here
Yeah.
with how you're talking.
Oh, man. But yeah, if you need anybody to test the games out, we'll find bugs.
Especially if it's 5 players, because they'll all play that. They'll all play that.
We'll test the online
Or,
mode.
or do we need an extra person if it's 6 players? I'm
Hey.
just curious.
You got an online beta. We'll take
did-
care of that too.
We did play.
Yeah, I can share some links.
Okay, excellent.
We played a lot of 4-player Scott Pilgrim, and we found a lot of bugs in there that they
oh,
missed.
Scott
And that was
Pilgrim?
after release.
Yeah, there
So,
was a few we've caught in there.
Yeah.
A couple of bugs in there.
I'm
Spray the
going
rate.
to write that first thing in the morning.
Which is right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In 2 hours.
And on that note,
Yeah, we want to keep them.
yes, we don't want to keep you up all night, so we'd like to thank you for actually being on here and answering everything we had to give you. 'Cause
Appreciate that.
with
son.
this guy asking the questions he
I know.
does, it could be a hard time
It
sometimes.
could. Hassan, I'm sorry for the question. I do have one more before you go.
Oh
though.
dear God.
I know you're in Turkey.
Does
I
this
know
all
it's
the time.
I know it's breakfast time. What is a famous
Bedtime.
what is a famous dish in Turkey to eat for breakfast? What is like something over there? That's great.
Yeah, breakfast. Breakfast is a huge culture in Turkey, right? Like, actually, in the Mediterranean area, like in Italy, Greece, and Turkey. of course. We want to have a big breakfast, like so many different types of cheese, sausages, and breads and everything else. But
There we go. I found something.
I think there is a, I don't know.
Oh, look at that.
Turkish breakfast.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was trying to find that.
I just looked. I just
There is a-
YouTubed it just now.
There's something called pishi. Yeah, it's. I know this woman.
Really? Oh shoot! Look at that. Wait,
And that
is this your house?
That breakfast looks delicious.
Yeah, this looks amazing though.
This looks amazing.
This looks really good. I'm gonna leave the link to the in the chat. Of the, yeah.
We gotta put the link to that breakfast
You
looks
want to
delicious.
have
It looks really
breakfast
good, man.
Like roast feast and something like that.
Oh my gosh.
But
That looks amazing.
It looks
The
really
orange dough thing
Yeah.
on her left is something called pishi. It's just fried doughing maybe.
Uh-huh.
But you can combine it with chocolates or anything sweet or salty, and it makes something like, I don't know.
Like a donut, right?
Looks like a donut.
Yeah,
fried
like a donut,
right?
maybe.
Kind of like a fried donut. Yeah. That looked awesome. No, that looked like an awesome.
It looked like a giant breakfast. I was like, oh, look at all this.
Yeah.
So that's your
You
biggest
love
meal?
giant breakfasts.
No, for you guys, is that like your biggest meal? Like breakfast it's bigger than like lunch and dinner.
Well, we also love giant dinners.
You guys do it all big. You guys do it all big.
Maybe it shows.
We could only see your head though, so we can't tell. We can't tell though.
Yeah.
But if you're saying that your head's big, so we should know that you eat a lot, I don't know.
My God, yo,
I'm just trying.
Turbo's done.
Oh.
Turbo is done. Turbo is done.
I'm not saying that. I'm just trying to
one
inform you.
beer,
done.
one shot. That is your limit.
You
sir.
were
Yeah,
done
I'm a
today.
big guy. I can, be a grappling character in a beat 'em up game.
Be a grappler.
Me too, bro. Me too. We right here.
So are you saying you're a character in the new game?
How you wanted to eat?
If not, you should add yourself. I would have done that.
That'd be awesome.
All right.
You might be in the background, maybe. Well, once again,
Thank you for having me.
we'd like to thank you for being on the show.
Absolutely. You've been great sport, Hassan. Definitely.
Thank you, man.
And can we have you back when the second game drops?
yes.
Awesome.
Perfect, perfect.
Awesome.
Like I
awesome.
said, looking forward to it.
Yeah, get some sleep, man.
Yeah.
Get some sleep.
Thank you for making time for us. We greatly appreciate
Yeah,
it.
man.
Thank you so
Absolutely.
much.
Have fun.
We love the game. Looking forward to that sequel. And playing this some more because we got to get a 4-player. We only got the 3 so far. We're going to get that 4-player. Oh, yeah. We're going to get that going.
We're gonna make it happen.
We're going to make it happen.
All right, Sam.
All right, man.
Take care, Hassan. Thank you.
Get some sleep.
Take care.
Hell
Remember,
yes.
he said there's a discount right now. There's a sale going on the game. So go on Steam, pick
Mhm.
that thing up with
Yes.
a 60% off, right?
60%.
Yeah, I think he said 60%.
I think I saw a sale. on-
100% off. No,
Oh, free.
But that's a heck of a deal. So go pick that up because
Definitely,
it's
man.
dope.
And it's only freaking $19.99 on Switch. So it's just like, you guys, it's not a splurge. And it's well worth it for freaking $19.99.
Get
Yeah.
your 4 players going on.
Oh, yes. We love beating
But this Grimace game, though.
No, for real.
That's what
Yo,
it looks like.
it doesn't look bad,
Yo, and
man.
that's Game Boy Color. It looks like it could have been
It-
for Super Nintendo.
It
right
doesn't
there.
look
What
bad.
the heck is going on?
No.
Look at he's on a skateboard, man.
I would
Look
say
at
maybe
that.
more Genesis.
Oh.
You know how it goes.
Really?
Anyway.
Disrespecting the Genesis, bro.
Oh, no.
No,
Let's,
against Game Gear, okay?
Let's
Game
move on.
Yes.
Wow.
Let's move on to games played.
Absolutely. Yes.
All right.
Hell yes. Games played.
Yes.
Games
So what have you been playing? Oh, actually, what
Well,
do
we
we
gotta
got?
we gotta go. Well, call it multiplayer.
Whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
Call it
Yeah.
multiplayer.
Take a breath.
You all right, dude?
Take a breath.
It's been a crazy week.
Yo,
It's been a crazy week. guys. Yeah.
All right. Well,
You good?
you guys started off the multiplayer with Gal Guardians.
Yeah. Yes.
That game impresses me every time I play it.
It's good, right?
It gets me mad, but then I get happy.
I mean, Indie Creates. I tell you, it's just like I love their stuff.
This game is Saturn. This is a Sega Saturn game. I don't care what anyone says.
It could have been.
It's
Oh
so
yeah.
Saturn.
It definitely looks like Saturn.
It
It's a
definitely.
Saturn game.
Game
dude.
Boy Advance Saturn. Definitely.
Golden Age 2D. You know, and people are just like, is it Metroidvania? No, but it's like.
It's Metroid.
It's
Mega-
not even.
it's Megavania.
It's like Megavania. It's like it's not even completely. It's like if you play the Mega Man Zero series, it's probably the closest to that because later games I've beaten the Mega Man Zero games. I played all 4 of them. When you first start out, it's kind of linear, but then as
There's
you
4?
what? Yeah, there's 4 games. Yeah, there's 4 Mega Man Zero games, and they're all awesome. I recommend them if you love the Mega Man series, definitely. But when the Mega Man Zero series starts, it starts out kind of linear and it opens up a little bit, kind of like with a hub area. You get to select what stages you want to tackle and things like that. And the second half of Gal Guardians does that. And
yeah.
it's like, and, you know, when we first played, I'm like, okay, not bad. But then when it got to that halfway point, and we
You
were
thought
able,
you beat the game, right?
Yeah,
I
we
thought
it
we'd beat
was
the game,
over.
and I was going to give it good ratings at that time.
I was like,
okay,
this is a solid 7.
you know,
A solid 7 type
I
game.
like
and then,
it. You know, I like a game that's not freaking 40 hours all the time. You know, it's like, you know, respect my time, and the game respected time, even though it went a little bit longer, and it opened up. You know, and it's just been better since then. We were able to freaking upgrade our sub weapons and stuff. I was like, you couldn't do that during the first
Yeah,
half.
we started the stream with the asshole boss, and he killed us again. And then we went and killed 2 or 3 other bosses and went back to his bitch ass.
You're talking about the plant boss,
The
right?
plant.
Fuckhead.
The Feed Me Seymour guy?
Yeah, and then
Ordry too.
we had 5 lives, and we beat him on the last life.
Yo, we beat him on the last life.
What
Yes.
an asshole.
That was great. We learned that pattern. Though.
Yeah, we had
and we
to-
just like we switched some things up. We're just like, yo, I'm like,
There you go.
Don't
there
forget-
it goes right there. Jesus.
Don't forget on the 4th try, you were about to win and Turbo froze.
On
Mad hard.
the last hit.
No, there was 2 bosses we fought where Turbo, I died, and he just had to hit him one more time. Turbo said, and then he got killed. I was like, dude, what was that stage fright? You could have fucking killed him. What the hell was that shit?
Spotlight on,
Twice.
melted.
He said,
Got him.
I have this gun. What do I do?
Choke. Deer in headlights.
I was pressing something.
Choke,
it wasn't
man.
coming out,
You
man. It
were
was
impressive.
terrible.
Shit.
That's
That's exactly how he. That's exactly how we tried to shoot him.
Oh,
But I
my
think
God.
we have the last stage and last boss next playthrough.
Yeah, it should be like a short stream because we just, you know, unless the last boss is like not too crazy with the pattern, we should be able to beat it. I would think on the next one though. But it's a great game.
Dope game.
You know, if you love indie creates
Really dope.
type games, you know, they mastered the 2D freaking. They mastered the Mega Man gameplay because they made Mega Man games. They've mastered the Castlevania game because they've made Castlevanias.
Well, the Castlevania part of the game is when you have that Medusa head shit knocking you back. Remember those platforms on the library stage? I'm like, why is this here?
Yeah.
Why is this here? And we're mad quiet trying to make those jumps. I'm
Yeah.
like, this shouldn't be here because if
It's
we're
a gaming
off,
staple, man.
yeah, no, it is. And I'm like, we could like be stuck here forever if we're not on right here. We could be stuck here.
Definitely has
I hate that.
very strong Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon vibes. Both games, you know, it's very
Oh,
like
definitely
you
Curse of the
know,
Moon,
this is
definitely.
like those games were like 8-bit evolution of Castlevania 3 type gameplay. This is like a Super Nintendo 16-bit take on that type of gameplay, and it really is excellent. I think the script is hilarious.
That's funny.
The script,
That's funny.
not enough is
It's
said
very
about it.
Japanese.
It's very Japanese.
So Japanese.
Very teen adolescence.
Perverted.
Yeah, a little bit, a little tinge of that, but it's funny. It's enough to be.
Oh, that was the winning hit right there. Yeah.
enough to be humorous. Enough to,
Yeah.
it's humorous. It's smart. It's smart script. Definitely a smart game script that's just like, yo, this is just too funny. It's like it reminds me of anime very, very much. You know how some of that is.
Dope game though. Very dope.
Yeah,
I'm just glad games like that can still come out.
I agree. I agree. And he creates is like, yeah, it's one of my favorite indies. One of the
If they-
biggest indies. If
If they
they're
went the
still indie.
PlayStation 1 route, where 2D games were like frowned upon in America, then we wouldn't see nothing like that.
Word.
So glad we got past that point. Thank
Uh,
you, Indy.
Yep.
Yeah. We love the indies.
Definitely.
What else did y'all play?
You guys played WWE.
Oh.
Cole
Finally.
I was there. I
Wow.
did play that.
Finally got
It was the 4 of us right here.
2K23 on the channel, and
We've had that since day one, and we just played it now.
I've
Actually,
been
you've
playing
been playing it.
I've
Yeah.
been playing it.
I bought everything in that game.
and it was
It was pretty funny.
it's
They
good.
released
very
more
funny.
wrestlers today.
They
Oh,
have
did they?
released wrestlers?
Wait, what
no,
wrestlers?
no. I mean, DLC pack.
I know, like
What
more?
pack? What
Who?
pack?
There's Bad News Barrett.
Ew.
Really?
I've got
forgot.
some bad
news. Sorry. I just remember it was Bad News Barrett.
Is Dominic Mysterio in the game?
Yeah,
Yeah, he is
in the game?
but he's not Judgment Day Dominic Mysterio.
You mean Dirty Dom?
That's the new iteration.
Please, Mr. Perfect, come to the game as DLC.
Ask him.
Please.
Why don't you ask him?
No, this was fun.
Send him a letter.
2K13 was pretty fun. They had some cool modes.
Rest
It's funny.
You mean
af-
23?
That's what I said, right?
You said 13.
Oh, I said 13. Was it
13 was
different?
good.
What's
Yeah.
the difference?
That was good. That was the Hulk Hogan one, right?
No, that was CM Punk one.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah. No one knows
14 was the WrestleMania one that you're
that's
talking
dope.
about.
Yeah.
No, the game's dope, man. Game was fun.
Yep.
I adjusted some stuff. A lot of people's numbers I brought up.
Good.
I brought up Ricochet to like an 87.
Good. Now I could pick like faster people.
Some people I put up 1 or 2 who needed it. I created the match types. You know, like KO match, blood match,
Nice.
eliminations.
Oh, you did that? Okay.
Yeah, it's the match types. I looked at the belt stuff and I said, oh god.
You don't even ask.
I-
They have enough. They have a lot of belts.
I just want to make one, the gold versus belt. I want to make one, so I'm halfway done with that. But oh Jesus!
Make the Snoop
Lot of
Dogg gold
details,
belt.
right?
If anything, I might take a regular belt and just make it a color.
why
like
not?
if anything, like
Why not?
it's insane. But it's fun, man. It's fun.
That game is shenanigans.
It's good.
It's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
fun.
It's mad fun.
And it's hard to have a good time in a wrestling game. Like it's been years.
Because it's you could be a newbie
Mm.
and play like a newbie,
Mm.
but there's advanced controls in
Oh,
the
there's
game.
tons of stuff you can do.
that you could pick people
That I
up,
did
bring
not
them to
know
the
how.
turnbuckle, or put them on. I don't know, do that
Yeah.
shit. I know it's something with the bumpers, but
It's like, how you get him on the table?
yeah,
It's
like
all right, he went through.
like Chuck, you know how to put them on the ladder, but you don't know how to, like to put them on the ladder.
Yeah,
right?
I'm just like, they just chuck him out the ring.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then just run up.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
I know
elbow
how to
him through the
miss.
ladder.
I know how to miss freaking finishing moves and land on your ankle and not hurt you at all.
Yo, I love Ultimate Warrior that game, man.
I'm glad he
That's
didn't win.
Oh, that was
Get out
great.
of here.
My
I was
favorite,
chasing you the whole match.
my
Dude.
favorite new feature I see in the game. Little subtle feature is that when you grapple and you pick the button that the guys, what you call it, that the person's trying to do on you,
Mm.
and it'll
X or A.
it's a counter, yeah,
Yeah.
X, A, or B.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm just like,
I didn't
oh,
notice
that was
at all.
never. I've never seen
Also, the strikes, I'm not sure how to counter it. Like, you could counter the first strike with Y, but if you get hit, it's not Y anymore. I think you have to match X
I was hitting the
or
button
something,
and
or
it was
X or
not
A.
working.
You have to match X or A
that after the first.
after the
hit.
first hit. Yeah,
Ah.
you can't use Y anymore.
Really?
Yeah, something
I didn't
like
know that.
Yeah, it was
For
in the
strikes.
last game too.
Huh.
But
Okay.
It's fun because it got a little too simmy in a like last year and the year before. It's probably a little bit too like now it's more arcadey a little bit.
Yeah.
They make it.
Oh, with the
Just about
stamina.
as
Remember
fun.
the
Yeah.
stamina gauge?
there's still stamina in the game.
Well,
But it's
still,
not
but
as
it's
annoying.
not as
It's
not
not
as
as
better.
annoying.
Yeah.
Not as a reason why you get a special move
Yeah.
done to you and you can't reverse it. I'm like, oh, I'm stunned. I'm gonna die. Like I know now.
I feel like I caught a finisher and the person who got me rolled out the ring because he was tired. I felt like that happened. I'm like,
I think I saw that.
yeah, right.
I think I saw that.
that happened. I was like, what the fuck just happened?
And I know I played a War Games match, and I caught a pedigree from Triple H, and he just laid out. He was tired as hell.
Oh, he couldn't even pin you.
Nope.
He didn't put the 1,000-pound arm on you.
Nope.
The
Nope.
Well, they give you time to win.
Yeah.
I'll stand there and look at the ground for a while.
I don't,
I'm like,
yo,
I can't
I
do
don't know
anything.
what triggers the ref doing the slow count.
Yo, the ref.
that gets on my nerves.
If y'all watch this stream, I almost lost my voice screaming at the ref. This
'Cause
fucking
you threw
asshole.
him. Someone hit him in the leg.
Well, that was
He
first. That was at the beginning.
That's why he was acting that
But
way.
but it was like there was a pin in the ring, pin out the ring. He went out the ring. Someone kicked out.
And then he ran back.
I'm on someone pinning them. He's like,
He ran back.
ran in. Fucking counts. Like counts.
If y'all didn't watch that stream, be sure to check it out. It's hilarious.
It is
Oh my
funny though.
God.
Wrestling streams are always hilarious. They really are.
Yeah, AEW's up next, man. You gotta
Yeah,
do
we gotta
something.
get that going.
We're gonna get it going soon, definitely.
Yeah, buddy.
So I
Oh,
can
yeah.
pick Sting wearing a shirt.
Yes. Al, what you play?
Very close to finishing Hi-Fi Rush.
Oh,
I gotta get back to it.
At least I think I am. I don't know. Actually, Chalk could probably help me because he beat the game.
Said about 10 hours, right? 12 hours.
I don't
like
know.
12 hours.
What was the last thing you played?
I just beat, or she joined the party. The one,
Spoils.
whatever.
Red?
Yeah.
No, you're not close.
Damn, really?
Nah.
That's a long ass game. man.
Damn.
Yo,
I
dude.
thought it was.
Nah.
Really?
How many
How many-
hours?
How many chapters then, or verses they're called?
I can't remember.
Why not have to be the second boss? They said there's like 5 more bosses.
Because I got like, I'm up to like.
And then there's stuff after that? Or is that like,
I know I think they released DLC.
really?
Yeah.
Damn.
I guess I'm not. I guess I'm not close to beating it. Then
You're not
All right,
clo-
I
you're not-
thought I
you're
was.
not- You're not close.
Damn.
You ain't beating shit.
What the hell? Yo, there's like
Keep playing.
what was like 15 chapters or whatever I'm up to.
You're
That's
on
up-
chapter 15.
Around there, yeah. Or they call it verse. They call them verses. They don't call them chapters. But
Yeah,
But yeah.
I don't think you're close yet because I feel like
oh,
the character that you have.
I leveled up
had
all
for
my-
a bunch of.
I
for-
bought
for a
like almost
long
all the
time.
moves.
Me too.
So
Now
usually,
you get to use them.
enjoy it.
usually when you buy like all the like, that's usually a sign that you're close to the end. No,
Nah, you're like 50%, man. You gotta use all those moves you bought.
Yeah, man.
You can't just use them on the last boss and be done.
Yeah.
damn
exactly.
man. Yo, that's crazy.
You could
dude.
beat most open world games with like 43% if you just do the main
This-
story.
This game is so
It's
impressive.
it is dope though, man. It
It's
is
fun.
dope,
It's fun.
especially when you learn
Looks awesome.
when you learn like new moves and stuff
Captain
like that.
N.
It really
Basically.
plays. It plays like a beat 'em up. It doesn't play like a rhythm game, but
Bro.
they add certain things.
You can fight more powerful if you hit the button on B.
Yeah, but they do
Yeah.
give you certain
But it's
like
Devil May Cry, basically.
with like quick time, but the quick time is like it's
You have
rhythm
to hit
based.
that, yeah.
I'm
But other than
hoping,
that, it's-
I'm hoping they release a sequel.
I hope it does
And
well enough. for
Oh,
them to do a sequel,
definitely.
yeah.
They're gonna.
Probably
I'm
should.
sure they. I'm sure they will.
That looks too pretty not to.
I already got ideas for the sequel. I already got
But
ideas.
they-
Well,
Did
you
they-
work for Microsoft, so
they
you
never
should
had-
know.
No,
I should talk to him, right?
You should talk to
I
him.
should talk to him.
No.
I don't know if they had a physical edition of it, though.
I
I,
don't
think
think
they
s-
might be doing one, but I haven't heard.
It's horseshit.
I mean, they shadow dropped it on Game Pass.
Yeah, it was just
so-
Game Pass, and that hurt. I mean, it didn't hurt because they got paid to put it
I
on
mean,
Game
yeah.
Pass, but it's Microsoft, so I don't know if they paid them.
Yeah.
You know, a bunch of interns made that. Nah.
Yeah, right.
Imagine.
Let me call my people at Microsoft.
Word.
Be like, yo, I got ideas for the second one. It's gonna be fire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hope it does. I hope it does good enough because it deserves it.
Oh, yeah.
man.
For real.
That game is dope.
That game. Oh, and the license. Oh, the soundtrack. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I just like the first boss soundtrack.
I think that other game
my
that looks
favorite
like
song.
Jet Set or Jet Grind, whatever you want to call it,
Coming out Friday.
is coming out soon.
This
Friday,
Friday.
right? Okay.
This Friday's a release.
I got the name of it. Though.
18th. Cyberfunk, something Cyberfunk.
Interesting.
I gotta check that out. I gotta see how it does. I gotta see what it's about.
Cyberpunk.
I have it here. Hold up. I have the title on here.
Cyberpunk.
Bomb Rush Cyberfunk.
Interesting.
That's a weird name.
I want to see Jet Set
It'll be released
3,
August
I guess?
August 18th, Friday.
Nice.
August 18th.
I hope that's
This
good
one
too.
is the release date.
Can't get enough of cell shaded looking.
Nah,
games.
these games are inspired by the look of Jet Set Radio. Coming out awesome.
Mhm.
So let's hope they keep that going.
And Chuck, what did you play for Fridays, man?
I played Street Fighter 6.
Yes.
Well, I attempted to play Street Fighter 6.
Look at that! Look at that! Boom! You did that there. You
Oh
did
yeah, I
that.
did do that.
You did that. That's you right there.
Hi-ya!
Looks like his head smashed in.
What you wearing that hat for though?
That's
Oh, you
his,
died. That's it.
his-
Oh
Oh,
no!
yeah.
Oh no!
So let's
That's-
talk about it, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about it.
Ooh,
I
got 'em.
was.
Ooh.
Got him.
Oh yeah, that was Ginru as JP. I hate JP. Anyways,
Mm.
I was using a new character. I didn't use Ryu or Ken that entire night because I was like, yo, let me see if I can learn Luke, and I did okay with him.
Luke, I am your father.
I fought a couple of people. This guy Hoko Productions, he's a viewer.
Mhm.
I fought him. he was using his main Cammy, and I was using Luke. And our first set went to game 5.
Damn.
Second set he won. He took it. I think he took it 3-1. And later on, he was kind of like bragging about it. I'm like,
Uh-oh.
my man's. That's not even my main. But okay.
Oh.
But I'm like, yo, you can have the victory. You can have that. It's okay.
He won. He can talk.
Yeah, he had it. I mean,
There'll be
granted,
another show.
granted, we're technically even set wise, but it's okay. No, I'm gonna let you have that one.
So I give him the sound effect. Do I give him the sound effect?
No. He won fair
I was
and
gonna
square.
give him the sound effect. All right.
Sound
All right.
effect?
All right. I'll
Hit
save
him
it.
with
I'll
the sound
save it.
effect.
Hit him with the sound effect.
Hit him with it.
That's what you get. That's what you get. I'm sorry.
Too much power over there.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Al's drunk with power. He's drunk with the
Just
power.
saying,
Oh,
man. Like,
man.
don't worry, Hoko. I'm gonna get better at the game, and then I'm gonna start clowning your Cammy with Luke.
Seriously.
All right. That's
I had
it.
a
That's all
5-match
there is to
set.
it.
Was
with
there
him.
was there any?
I won that one.
Damn.
I know
Yeah,
you
I
did.
won that one.
I know you did.
Was there any?
I wasn't gloating.
Was there
But
any,
now I am.
any media
Andrew
glitch sightings?
Nah.
They go top.
Have the spirits have been broken? Retired from the
They waiting
game?
for Mortal
Retired.
Kombat, man. They waiting for Mortal Kombat.
Saying,
Damn.
Yeah, they're gonna wait to break my spirit. In
We
Mortal
have to
Kombat.
beat them in Mortal Kombat. We have to beat
Who's
them.
we, first of all?
You know
Me,
we
Jay,
don't
and
play
Chalk.
that.
We have
You
to
know we
take
don't play Mortal Kombat. I don't play Mortal Kombat.
Jay, you're a Mortal Kombat.
Came back. I'm a Mortal
Mortal
Kombat.
Came
Damn it,
back.
Jeff.
Mortal
Came back.
Kombat.
You're a Mortal
Came back.
Kombat.
Pause.
Two-
He said comeback. Pause.
Wait,
Mortal
what?
Kombat.
Mortal comeback.
Mortal
Pause.
Kombat.
All right, that has to get that.
All right.
So
that has to get that. Sorry.
I mean, yeah, I'm looking for after when Mortal Kombat releases next month, I'll be playing it for the rest of September.
Jesus.
Oh wow. Okay. You're really gonna get.
It looks like it's gonna
Yeah,
take.
I know
over.
you like Mortal Kombat like that.
I do. I'm
Okay.
into it.
It looks good.
I'm into it.
It
And
does
really
look good.
And
Plus,
I'm-
you got story mode, which is
Yeah,
gonna
and the
be
story mode,
a mess.
yeah,
It's gonna be a
exactly.
long ass story mode.
yeah.
It
of
is
course.
technically Mortal Kombat 12.
One.
Yeah.
It's one. He started everything over, man.
One.
He
Yeah, but it's
rebooted.
Liu Kang Fire God.
Yeah, one.
Yeah.
Fire God Liu Kang.
The multiverse, man.
Spoiler.
Sasquatch in time. What's going on?
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch. Sasquatch. I did
Oh,
not
there
know
goes that
Sasquatch.
trailer. It was that lizard. trailer.
Lizard looks cool. Yeah.
Reptile.
Reptile.
Sorry, I said lizard.
lizard
Oh,
trailer?
this ain't Spider-Man.
Spider-Man 2.
It looks the same to me.
Lizard looks
Seriously,
cool.
yeah, like it's a reptile, but he looks like lizard.
I'm happy they kept the ninja version of him.
I'm happy you could choose.
And he
Oh,
switches to the
Is his
creature.
mask that he has on over his lizard face or reptilian face? Is that in the game? Because I saw they had 3 different pictures of him.
Maybe they
They
have
had
like
the
a
human
different
face.
skin.
They had the skin with when he was a lizard with the mask on it, and then him as a.
They probably have all their skins.
Yeah. I never liked the one that had the mask around the lizard face. It was,
Nah, around lizard face, that's
Too much.
stupid.
Lizard.
You gotta do like Scorpion. You look
Unless
like
he
a
takes
human.
it off and bites your head off. That was the only time I wanted to see him change it.
Mm.
He did that in part 2, right? Like his
think so.
fatality was he just took the
Yeah,
mask
he took
off.
the mask off.
Yeah,
And
it
then
was
it's
two.
like, yeah.
At least he didn't throw you back up and then break your head. That was disgusting.
That's so foul.
That was disgusting.
So bad.
All the bile is on him. Like, ew, too much.
I hope the fatalities are easier to do.
I think there's a mode. There's an easy
Yeah,
fatality
They
mode
weren't too bad in 11.
in 11.
You
But
just
they
have to
give-
remember them.
I think you had to buy it though.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, if you wanted to hit the
No,
one
they had,
button to finish.
Mm.
Well, they had the accessibility options or whatever.
Yeah.
You could
To
change
make
it
them
to.
easier, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you had to
I'm
buy
sure they'll
that.
do the same thing.
I didn't like
You had
the
to buy
fact
that.
that you had to go in the crypt to unlock the second fatality for each character.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't- they don't start with
They
two.
want you to play, man. They want you to play the game.
Replayability.
Or is it
Yeah.
like they give you 2 and then they could really do 3 and there's a lock behind it? I gotta look at the game again. I haven't played it in a couple of months.
Dude, I remember they had that puzzle game that was in. Was it 9?
Deception.
I
It was
didn't
in
get
Deception?
It was in Deception.
Oh,
Really?
the puzzle.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
they did
Had the
have
Mortal
that.
Kombat puzzle fire
no,
type.
That's
I
actually a
remember
cool
that.
idea.
I remember
It was
that.
pretty good too.
That should come
That's
out again,
I
man. We
remember
gotta bring that back.
That and the Street Fighter, man. What the fuck? They're sleeping on it, especially with Street Fighter 6 out. Do a puzzle fighter with that.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be dope.
So I could
They
claim
refused. They
my,
bought out.
my place as champion again.
What?
You
Didn't
know.
they bring out one for the
What place is champion?
iPhone?
No. Why are you lying
Yes,
to
and
everybody?
they got canceled.
They got
taken
canceled.
away.
It's supposed to have Mega Man in there. Mega Man X was in there,
Yeah.
and he's never been featured as a character. In there. They took.
My man said claim.
Oh yes, there it goes. There it
Yes,
goes.
yes.
There it goes.
That was on 360,
It's
right?
Puzzle Fighter.
It is puzzle fighter. Basically,
was-
It's
Why
just
do I remember something
slow.
different though?
It's just.
Weren't they in the
slow.
middle
I don't
before?
remember this.
No, you're thinking more of
Yo,
the Street Fighter.
But this is
Deception might have been
It's the
on.
same thing, yeah.
That might have been on
I remember
Xbox,
something
man.
different.
And
Xbox?
PlayStation 2. Yeah, that might be Xbox, PlayStation 2.
It looks dark
Dude,
like Xbox.
That's
Wow.
different.
yeah.
It is different, right?
Yeah.
That's like,
That's the one I was talking about.
Nah,
Interesting,
I've
yeah.
seen something that looked different.
Kind of different, yeah. Not
Still
bad.
looks old. So
I mean, it's gonna
regardless.
be. Yeah, it's gonna be old as fuck.
That's the one I. That's the one I thought of.
I'm looking forward to Mortal Kombat.
Mhm.
I'm probably
It
gonna
looks
get,
good.
I'm probably gonna get beat down playing online, but
Dude, new combo. I'm just afraid of the combo.
I wish it was. I wish it was co-op.
It looks freaking ridiculous.
yeah,
I don't know how to
mean,
string together combos like that.
But you gotta. I mean, you gotta figure if you're gonna be able to pull off combos like that, you just gotta stop
Study
being-
that character.
yeah, I mean that's with any fighting game.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like, I feel like I think too logically, and I just don't let my imagination run wild when it comes to making combos. So you can,
But you play versus games anyway, so your
Yeah,
combo
that's true.
system in your head totally different than mine.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
Jay,
like,
Jay just has 2 buttons.
drop kick, triple uppercut. Now listen, it's 4 buttons. Because they're afraid the face
Listen,
buttons.
mine's 2 buttons
I don't use
also.
the
That's why I
top.
play Smash.
That's true.
I'm about to piss my pants, man.
That's-
All right.
We need to take a break.
Enjoy that over
Yeah,
We
there.
need to take a break, y'all. Sorry, guys.
You could do
I
that
gotta
off
go
camera.
real bad.
Do it off
All right.
camera.
That's hilarious.
You done-
I was
done-
gonna
you
piss
done
his
over there?
pants.
Actually, you can leave it. We'll just talk.
Well, hold on a
Yeah,
second.
just leave
You
it
don't have to
alone.
switch the camera.
Oh, he already went. Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
I don't want to see this.
Ew.
No, hold that thought, because I want to hear. I want to hear the conversation. So
Ew,
Just
Be
stream
right
from the
back.
bathroom.
Bring your
My
phone.
man said stream.
All right. While Al takes his leak right quick,
Wow.
his bathroom break. I'm sorry.
My headphones are like, I don't know. He must have hit something.
Yeah, really?
I don't hear a damn thing.
You don't hear
I don't
nothing?
hear myself.
You're
I don't
good.
hear
You're
anything.
on.
Oh, really?
You should be okay.
I hear
Let's
you.
talk about the giveaway.
Yes.
My headphones are fucking.
For those tuning in for the first time, or those who just plain forgot, we have the Level 857 monthly game giveaway. It is live right now for August. Head over to 857ent.com/giveaway for your chance to win a free digital indie game code. We got games on Steam. We got games on the Switch. We have games on PlayStation and Xbox platforms. So go on there. We can get there to 857ent.com/giveaway.
Get on now.
Yep, we've been giving out games every single month, and it's not going to stop.
Free game every day.
You know, every time we have devs
Once a
on the
month.
podcast, we shake them down for game codes.
No, we
That's
don't. never done that. Never.
We shake
have.
them down and say, give us a game code. I'm playing, but yeah, but we're always adding new games and stuff like that. So it makes sense to constantly keep entering the giveaway because you get those loyalty points, man. Rack those things up, and it helps you stay competitive against the newcomers that try to
Eric, you said your headphones.
Yeah.
do as many entries as possible to tip
I
the
don't-
scales in their favor. So get up on that.
I'm good now. There we go.
Let's get on.
All right, we're back to business, y'all.
Yeah, we're back.
Almost.
Almost. We're gonna, no, we're back. We're back. We're back in a few minutes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Just be careful taking your headphones off, Eric.
Will do.
Thank you.
So, we're up to you, right?
We're up to me?
Yeah.
Oh, I've beaten Xenoblade Chronicles 3. It is done. At
You did what?
145 hours.
Jesus.
Jeez.
And that's not even all. I did a lot of side quests. I'm not going to lie. I did a lot. I did not do all of them.
But you still have Legend of Zelda.
I do. Well, this is the thing. The reason why I
Looks like the same game.
It's damn. The reason I beat Xenoblade Chronicles 3 was because I couldn't play Zelda Tears of the Kingdom the way I wanted to. I'm like, I need to this has to be one of the main games, and I'm like, I have
Legos.
too many RPGs, 4 RPGs.
You gotta get rid of these games.
Well,
You gotta
Xenoblade is
get
done.
them out.
I'm on the last freaking in Xenoblade 3. Awesome game. I was on the Reddit the other day, and I saw some haters just talking about the story. I'm like, dude, I thought the story was great. I like the way it tied into Xeno 1 and Xeno 2. It has direct connections to them.
No Gordo, no Resident Evil 3.
And I freaking I have to play a DLC, but that's going to come in a couple of months later. I'm not going to do the DLC right now.
Are you
for
planning
Xeno.
on playing Octopath Traveler 2?
Oh dear God.
I did play that. That's
Did
one of the games
You're
that
playing it?
I played it for 10 minutes. I just because I haven't played it in so long, I had to touch it, just to see what the game was like again, and I'm like, okay, good, because I played right after I beat Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I played a little Tears of the Kingdom, and I was like, okay, I ran into a Gleeok for one of them. I got destroyed. One ice breath, done. And I saw another one. It was like not too long where I saw the ice one, and I was like, yo, what is that over there? I have no idea. I was like, yo, and I did the binoculars. I was like, yo, that's a Gleeok? I was like, damn, man. It's just like a 3-headed dragon just sitting there on the mountain. I'm like, I thought he would swoop down and scare you. Like, no, some of them, and then the ice one, he wasn't even just standing. He was just flying around. He was just flying around the landscape. I'm just like, those bosses are terrifying. Terrifying dragon bosses. What you call that? I got
You could just beat
destroyed
them
by.
with 3 hearts. I've seen people beat them with 3 hearts.
Not me. I have 11 hearts, and I shot a couple in the eye, a couple of heads in the eye, and it was taking my bow was 26 strength, and I was just taking a little bit, and I'm like,
Patience.
I'm not beating this dude right now. I'm only a good 50 hours. Not 50 hours. Sorry.
Only 50
No,
hours.
I was about to say, what?
No, I am 50 hours in the game. Yeah, I'm 50 hours in Tears of the Kingdom, and I just saw Gleeok for the first time now. And I saw 2 of them in close proximity, and I'm just like, this dude's just flying.
That's a 500-hour game.
He was just flying around. I was like, I got to fight one of these, see how it goes. It was just it ended. I can't fight those dudes right now. Crazy. But the main game, second game I played was Fire Emblem Engage. I'm on the second part of the last fight. You know that fight.
Beat that game.
You know that fight.
Beat that game next week.
I'll beat it soon. I'm definitely going to
By
beat
next
it.
week.
I like the game a lot. I
Beat
like
that
how
game
it's
tonight.
Go home and
You know
finish the
what's
game.
crazy about Fire Emblem Engage is I always want to play that game.
It's a good game.
I always
It's
want to
real-
play it.
I
always
liked it
wanna play
better. It had like a snapping moment where I'm like, okay, I don't know if this is better than Three Houses. It's not better than Three Houses.
I'm still
But
giving
it's-
Three Houses the edge.
It's
still.
essential. It's still, if you're a Fire Emblem fan, it is essential
Yeah.
still. And I'll tell you, one of the reasons why it's taken me so long to beat Engage and so long to beat Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is because I play them. They're both on hard. I beat Xenoblade Chronicles 3 on hard, and I'm playing Fire Emblem Engage on hard. So
Permadeath.
yeah, it's permadeath.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's permadeath. Yeah.
I will
But
never
this is
do
the
that.
thing. I had battle
Why?
saves though. No, I battle save. I save. So when I die, I don't start the game over. I start from the last turn.
the
I
point.
save after every single
Just
turn.
play
But
it normal.
why?
Beat the game.
What's the point?
It gives me.
Bragging rights?
I
Is that it?
played the first time I played Three Houses. I played it on casual, and I
didn't
need
give you
that.
the
I
same
need the
feeling.
tension. I need when I play Fire Emblem. I need that tension.
Right.
It makes me play more serious.
You don't want it to be a walk.
I still get.
Yes.
I still get. No, I don't mind raising difficulty, but put it on like the permadeath. Fuck that, man. Like I still get mad when I lose people.
Mm.
Even if it's not on permadeath, I still get fucking
I
pissed.
do not
But
permadeath
it's like-
save battle save after every single turn, and you start from the last turn.
If I like pigeonhole myself into a terrible move, and I'm like, yo, I should do this battle over.
I've done that.
I don't want to be in a place where I have to do a 2-hour battle over. I don't have time
I
for
haven't
that
done
shit.
that. Not to a battle, but
Fucking do that shit.
I've done a turn now. Just like, what shitty moves I just did. I'm like, I don't even want to see what the enemy does.
There was no
because-
threat to your commander.
No, there was just threat to my people. I did that yesterday. I was playing yesterday. I was just like, these are just what was I doing with these moves? I don't even want to see how it plays out. Turn it off. I turn it off, start it up again. So yeah, that's what happened with that. But I should beat that soon, hopefully.
All right.
And that's it for those games I'm playing.
For me, I've been testing out
Game tester.
emulators. Well, I've been playing the portable handhelds because I got to get another video out at some point. But I've been playing the Miu Mini Plus most of the time, most of this week, and I can play everything up to PlayStation 1. So I played everything pretty much up to PlayStation 1 this week.
Mm-hmm.
But there was one game that I did play, and I beat that game. It was Indoor Racer for the
Indoor
Sega
Racer.
Master System.
Ew. Ew.
Indoor Racer. See, all right, there's a
Enduro
reason.
Racer?
Yes.
The fuck is this?
There's a reason why I played the game because I just found out that the Japanese version of the game had half of the game.
I know this game.
Half of
Remember
the game
this.
was taken out of the American version. So there's like five levels.
Bruh, this is excite bike.
Big
Yeah,
up.
just about to
Big-
say.
big-
Bruh.
But half of the
reverse.
game was taken out in the U.S. release.
That's Excite Bike.
No,
RC
Excite
Pro-Am.
Bike sucks. Excite Bike sucks.
RC Prime.
No, it's
Excite
with
Bike.
the
This
motorcycle.
game was great.
Excite bike. is
I had fun
great.
with this game, but the Japanese release of the game had 5 more levels. It was literally
Are there turns?
games I never. No,
No, there's no turns.
no,
There's
it's
no
just
turns,
jump.
right?
It's just jump. It's basically
Of
Excite Bike.
course Jay beat this. You just go straight.
Dude, when I was little, that game took me a while to beat. It literally took me 8 minutes to get through 10 stages in that game.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Oh
8
my-
minutes.
Yeah.
But when I'm little, that probably took me 3 months.
You're just going straight. And
Nah,
moving
man,
left
there's
and right.
there's rocks and stuff in the way.
Dude, that's like the easiest.
You don't see the rock? There's a rock. There's a rock there.
I love that.
Even
that
Paperboy had more
Yeah,
obstacles. than that.
yeah.
Come on.
Look at that though.
yeah, it's isometric. That's a good one, Cafe
Yeah.
Fox. Isometric.
But I
Excite Bike.
never
Yeah.
liked Excitebike ever.
How? You just played it.
No. That's totally
Same
different.
game.
Totally
It's the
different.
same game,
Totally
dude.
different.
That's,
Listen, that's all they had to
funny.
do is change the camera.
Still no Resident Evil 3, man.
That's all they had to do is change the camera.
I love that 8-bit Sega font though. That was like from
Actually,
each
yeah,
game.
I do like it.
I saw it just like gave me such a nostalgic feeling.
Dude, it's
just
either
watching
that
it.
or Action Fighter that I play on Sega Master System all the time. I don't know why.
That.
I don't know why.
Oh, yeah.
Because I played Spy Hunter after
Ooh,
Action Fighter,
I love that.
and
game.
I freaking despise Spy Hunter.
I love that game.
I hate that game.
You're weird.
That game is
Action
beyond
Fighter was
difficult.
better.
That's so hard.
Action Fighter was better.
Yes, it was. I couldn't believe how bad. Like I know Spy Hunter. Everyone knows Spy
I
Hunter. So I
love
was like,
that
that's.
game.
I know the music. And I'm like, I never really played this game, and it's not fun at all. Not to me. Not now. Maybe back then.
Nah,
yes.
it's Action Fighter is better. Isn't Action? It's a weird name for that game though. Action Fighter. I just don't feel the name of the game fits the game.
It's a motorcycle. It's a car.
It's a
plane.
car that just keeps going into different
plane.
vehicles. It's
Action
called
Fighter.
Action Fighter.
I played that arcade game and it was garbage.
Really?
That sometimes the arcade game is really bad. Cause
True.
yeah,
Bionic Commando.
we talked about that.
yeah, we
But
did.
Yeah,
We
Action
did.
Fighter was dope. You got to wait all day to put in your name.
Oh, look at that nostalgic
Look at
Sega
that.
font.
Look at that, man. It's a better Spy Hunter though.
It looks like
Look at that.
It is a better.
Sega.
Dude,
Going
I
to a
tried to
Sega
get in the
truck?
truck. I tried to get in the truck in Spy Hunter. I just disintegrated and sat there, and the game was over. I was like, "Oh, this is trash."
Didn't The Rock do a movie, Spy Hunter?
He did Spy Hunter.
He did? Okay.
Yeah, it never came out.
Never came
Yeah.
out. Same with the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The game came out,
He probably did the whole movie.
and it actually had some scenes that didn't make any sense.
That's probably
it was
because
right
it was
after. It was right after Doom.
Yeah.
I think.
Wow.
Right. It was
Yeah.
about that time.
What about-
They're
yeah.
like, let's not release this. This can kill your career. Let's just do something better.
Yo,
I
now,
got it on the
Doom is a very entertaining movie.
Yeah.
It's not great, but it's super entertaining.
Is it worth seeing, Chuck?
It's one of those dumb.
I saw
It's-
this. I saw it in
So
the
bad
theater.
you gotta see it.
Yeah,
though.
saw Doom in
it's
the theater.
It's not bad.
It's
It-
not.
It's
It's
just,
just whatever.
it's a
not-
popcorn flick. Like you
Yeah.
watch it just to.
Yeah, it's
just to
whatever.
throw something on.
Pass
Yeah,
the time.
yeah. Pop a gummy.
Yeah. Yes.
Pick your poison.
There
Pick
you
your
go.
poison and
Pop
enjoy
a-
the movie.
Papa Gummy.
One of those.
man.
Okay.
Apparently, people in the chat love the movie.
Ah,
But-
see,
It wasn't bad when I saw it.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
But that's what I played this week instead of Final Fantasy, which I should get back to.
And Resident Evil 3.
What?
Remake.
What happened?
You beat it?
What happened?
Well, you didn't beat it.
What happened?
You never beat Resident Evil 3?
No, Eric, what you playing?
Oh
stop,
shit!
stop, stop. You playing?
He's avoiding the question.
It's
That
a
means no.
4-hour game. It's so quick.
It
Listen,
is.
I love Resident Evil 3,
Actually, I wanted to play that again.
I
It was
love
very
Resident
fun.
but you know the internet keeps asking me to play it. So.
Side thought. I don't know why this is very random, but I
Reggie, especially.
thought this the other day. You know Maggie from like The Walking Dead?
Mm.
I always thought she'd be a great Jill.
She would have been.
she would. No,
I
she's
thought
got,
she'd be.
yeah,
I thought she'd be
she-
incredible.
yeah.
I was watching
She's got the look for
the
it.
Dead
yeah.
Island show the other day, and I was like, she's giving me crazy Jill vibes right now, dude. It was like
Season 3 Walking Dead version of her would have been
I think she would
perfect.
murder it, but that's just a side thing. That I said the thing.
the time.
Thing. Only game
Actually,
I've
yeah.
been playing is I made my dramatic return.
stop it.
Oh yeah, there it goes. Oh no, we gotta get demonetized.
Demonetized.
Demonetized. There we go. There. And that's all.
And it's over.
And it's over. I made my dramatic return back to Smash Brothers Ultimate.
All right, there we go.
I don't
And
think it was that dramatic.
It's very dramatic.
Oh.
It was dramatic for me. But yeah, I didn't partake in any elite matches because I don't want to just get murdered by everybody right away.
Mm.
So I decided to mess with the computer level 9, and as soon as I got good with that, I started doing like the online tournaments that they have.
Mm.
They have like 8-man, 16-man tournaments. Dude, the Diddy that I fought made me like,
Diddy's a
damn.
bastard.
He made me feel like I never played the game. I was Marth. I was just, everything was off. He was moving at a different speed.
Mm-hmm.
Everything, the banana peel, I was like, he would throw it, do this to a combo, and I'm just like, yo. I hit him once in the during the first life. I started getting a little bit better on the second time, but I'm like, yo, that's basically a welcome back to the game. But when I picked Ike for a 16-man tournament, I made it to the semifinals. My first try. I think since Ike is a slower character and I'm used to playing as slow Superman in multiverses, it translates a lot better. But yeah, I mean, of the characters that I pick, all 7 of them, a lot of them need a lot of work because it's like it's a different. Everyone who's been playing the game all this time that I have been playing the game is moving at a certain speed that I'm not caught up to yet. And that happens with any game. If you stop playing Dragon Ball or Street Fighter for a
months.
while,
Yep.
Oh yeah.
you come back, you're gonna Tetris. You come back to the game.
Oh yeah.
Your speed is not where everybody is who's hasn't left in so long.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it takes a couple of foul beatings.
Mhm.
And you know what's worse about some of the beatings was I would whiff. You know, when Martha's a precision character.
yeah.
Mhm.
If I whiff, I'm done.
Mhm.
And there was times where this guy was open, Diddy was open, whiff, and I'm like, oh, that's over. That's over. I'm like, that's my move. If I can't get that move, it's over.
Yep.
So, but yeah, no, I like playing the game again. It's fun again. I just gotta get to that point where you fight a prick and you kill him, and you scream at the TV, and then you're like, okay, now I'm back.
I'm back.
Yeah, now I'm back. But
I'm thinking I'm back.
It's like when you're watching professional pool players. It's like once they whiff one shot.
I got you.
That's it. They
Got
lost
you.
the whole game.
Got
was
you.
over.
That's exactly what it is.
Like you never get a chance to play again.
That's why I haven't played the elites because I'm like, what's the point?
Yeah.
So I can just lose 10 in a row and not want to play anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
And you don't learn anything?
I
'Cause
got
you-
I
you
just get
eliminated.
mauled. So let me just play a mix of
Yeah.
casual, elite, and decent.
Yeah.
I need a combination because if I fought some scrubs and I disposed of them, which I should do, but the people who are like higher than that, if I start having issues with that, then I'm like, all right, I got to practice more.
Yep.
I got to practice more.
I know that feeling.
But when you fight the killers, there's no room for errors against the killers. You pick Sephiroth and you miss, you're out in 3 hits.
Oh yeah,
Sephiroth leaves like a bitch.
When Sep is off, then problems. Wow.
He said, why?
good.
The
That
way
was
he
good.
said why, I said, why?
I thought it was good.
But shockingly, I even though I'm not elite with Cloud and I was pretty close, I just played a random match with him. Felt good. With Cloud, yeah, with Cloud, yeah. I was probably like a match or two from going elite with him. Maybe when I finally play Final Fantasy Remake, he'll give me a love for Cloud
Should be soon.
before he throws on the dress.
Oh no, Final Fantasy VII will definitely. If you had a fleeting appreciation for Cloud, you're gonna like him a lot better as a character. That game really did. Because
Better than the original.
playing the original, I was like, and I remember when I discussed it before, everybody in the chat was like, "No, Cloud was a good protagonist," and I was not really that. I was not really like a big fan of his. After the remake, I was though. I was like, okay, yeah. I was like, I like Cloud better.
Even after the dress?
Dude,
Yes.
come on, man.
Yes.
Dude, there was a scene in the remake though that wasn't in the original.
Yes.
That has to do with that dress. And
That's
I
what
was
I'm
like,
telling him. He's like,
it was funny though, man. It was
It's
just
hilarious.
I couldn't believe they put that type of a scene in this game. I was just like, yo, the devs got balls. And it's hilarious. They have a sense of humor and they got balls.
I'll check it out. I'm definitely going to play it.
I don't remember that character. I don't remember that character from the original.
Well, every character in the new one is memorable.
Yeah, but I'm just like, I was just like, what a great. It was a
Squall's
funny scene.
not better.
Wow, that is
Squall's
a
better.
hot
Yo, he
take,
said
sir.
that is a hot take.
That is a hot take if I ever did see one.
He was better.
Squall
Listen,
is
Squall was better than the original Final Fantasy VII Cloud, yes.
Okay,
Wow.
He didn't have character in the original. He was basically a mannequin.
Cloud? Yeah.
Cloud in
Yeah,
the
Cloud
original game was
like,
basically a mannequin.
He wasn't really. I didn't think he had that much personality in the original.
Unless you watch, the what's it
Advent
called?
Children.
Yeah, if you
Advent
watch that,
Children, yeah, he had a better
was better in
characterization.
there.
He was better. Yeah.
They got to give like a lot of the main characters in a lot of these role playing games. Just give them
personality.
please give them
Yeah,
personality.
yeah.
Like
Mhm.
it pisses me off when they're like mutes and they don't say anything.
They come a long way. I mean,
Yeah,
except
like,
if you're
come
playing, as Link. Nah.
I would actually like Link to talk.
Damn.
Link
He
should
doesn't
talk.
have
personality.
Link should
He
talk.
doesn't have personality.
I mean, yes,
I think
talk.
I think an evolution of that game should have been, especially with this one, should have been him. But I mean, it's a bargain. It's
Oh, speaking of Link,
a
actually
bargain. It's a risk.
a bargain.
I don't know.
Speaking of Link, I'm actually glad you brought him up because one of the last matches I played before we went on was against this very sus Link, and I lost as Marth. I should have beat him, and he was like taunting at the end, and I was just like,
A gamble.
I was like, I'm like, yep, I'm here. This is where I am right now, and let me just be okay with it. This is what's gonna happen. This is expected. And it's like when you're falling like this, and he's doing
Yep.
the teabag taunt, and like,
Yep.
The teabag taunt.
That's his personality.
Like, all right.
Terrible.
all right, I'll remember you.
Terrible.
I'll remember you. I'll remember all you bitches.
Wow.
Make you all quit.
All right, so that's all the games we played. That's all the games
It's
we
always
played.
a good
man.
segment.
Make him humble.
It's always a
Hell
good
yeah.
segment.
Make him humble.
Bizarre in the chat, he remembers that scene I was talking about in Final Fantasy Remake with Claude. Cloud.
Claude.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
My name is Claude.
Claude.
My
Cloud
name's
in the
Klaus.
dress.
Klaus.
My name is Klaus.
No, that was a great scene. though. That was classic. It was a great scene.
Oh boy.
All right,
Klaus.
moving on.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
is it time?
It's time.
Is it time?
It's time.
Yeah.
Here we go.
It's time for the news.
I'm hearing this Tetris music
know,
crying.
yeah,
It's
dude.
throwing me off.
Oh, it was
It's
from
so
Tetris.
good.
It was Tetris. I know it was from Tetris.
You didn't know.
Actually,
what
no, it
Tetris
was Donkey
It's
Kong.
actually Donkey Kong.
It was Donkey
I was like, actually,
What?
it's Donkey
Just go
Oh, see, he knew it.
It might
threw
be.
me off,
It might
'cause I
be
was
the
listening to
easiest
that.
thing that
I'm
he can
trying
do.
not to listen
It's
to
probably the easiest beat he can do.
What?
It goes perfect. It goes
No, it
perfect.
does not.
Did not.
It does
Let
not
the
go
chat
perfect.
decide. Let the chat decide. You guys are biased.
Wow.
So, let's talk about some news, y'all.
Here we go.
We're in the
What
news
went
block.
on?
All right, first off, here we go. We're doing something new here, so give me 1 second.
Well, something different. You know, like Level 857 does. We like
We're
to do some
going
different shit.
to go over all of the articles first. So the first article here.
What?
Go ahead, Jay.
Broforce Developer on the surprise final update, possibility of Broforce 2.
Broforce.
Broforce 2?
Then we also got.
Why you got to give me a name like that?
Masahiro Sakurai.
There you go. I just know him as Sakurai. I can't imagine a Smash Brothers title without me.
Interesting.
Me neither.
Interesting. Next article.
Nintendo reportedly plans to release the next generation console during the second half of 2024.
Switch dick.
Interesting. Next article.
Hasbro wants older Transformers back on the Xbox Game Pass.
All right. All right.
Transform and roll out.
Resident Evil 2 Remake now is the best-selling Resident Evil game ever.
Okay. Okay.
Yawn.
Damn.
Wow.
Yo.
Wow.
He said.
no, disrespect.
He said.
The
Yo.
disrespect is real.
Let me
Yep.
stop.
PS5s got so hot at the fighting game tournament, EVO, things melted.
Jeez.
Talk about yo.
Damn.
Bruh.
Tekken 8 director responds to threats about Eddy Gordo.
Oh dear.
Wow.
Destroy All Human Studio announced. They have been announced as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yo, what just happened?
Well, they put a
Exclamation point. Three.
Destroy All Human Studio announced as
Exclamation
TMNT,
point
the
three
last
off?
Ronin developer.
No, I was looking at the exclamation point as I read it. And I was like, should I say that? Because it's not a sentence. Destroy All Human Studio announced as the TMNT's the last Ronin developer.
Yes.
It really threw me off.
That was awesome. That was great.
All right. So which one of these articles you guys want to talk about?
Start,
Well,
with,
throw it back. We'll start again.
Well,
What do you
First.
want to talk about?
start with the first.
So we'll start with the first one. All right.
No, not a GoBots game.
Cafe Fox liked the bass.
And-
Just so you guys know, Cafe Fox liked the
No,
bass.
no.
All right. That's not what I asked.
And we're not talking about Cecil. Cecil. I hate that name. I love the character. My favorite.
Cecil.
Cecil, damn it.
I like Cecil.
Exactly.
All right. So this is the article. The first
Broforce.
one.
Broforce.
I'm surprised they have a final update. How long has that game been available?
For
Been
a
out for a
hot
long
minute.
time.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh.
And they had what, four,
I
five
wanna-
new characters?
They had Xena.
From the, I
too,
mean,
they
according
had
to the trailer, I don't know if they
Warrior
had more.
They added a lot.
princesses in there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Xena, yeah. They announced her and like Antonio Banderas as a Desperado.
That's
Everyone is in there.
Conan.
The action movie.
It's so fucking
Anybody.
ridiculous.
I didn't think there was room for anyone else in the game.
There's always
Because there's
room.
so many characters.
There's room for everyone.
It's ridiculous. It's great though.
I love it.
the game. Love it. And if they're talking about a sequel, I mean, what could they do? It's pixel art. It's super tiny pixel art. Will they get more detailed on the sequel?
I don't
It
know.
kind of has charm.
It's
being
very
this little
easy to
pixel-
go
yeah.
more detailed. You could go a little bit more detailed.
You don't
want to
make them look completely
No,
real.
no. Keep it the same.
It's
Keep it the same.
it's kind of endearing to have them look like the way they do.
Do they really need a sequel though? I mean, you could just make just keep updating.
Just
it.
keep adding stuff.
Yeah, just keep up. Like keep it the same. It's an awesome game.
Yeah.
It's an awesome game.
Yeah.
Just
it was
don't-
very fun.
just
Had a
don't try to play it single
stupid
player.
ending. It was funny as hell. It had
Oh, it was
multiple, it had multiple
hysterical.
endings.
I was having trouble with the ending, man. When you're playing by yourself, I wish I had
Oh,
a
yeah,
co-op
yeah.
partner. I was like, shit. Man,
It's
this
only
is
2
tough.
players, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like that.
yeah,
like,
but it's
did
damn
they
near.
add
It was
more?
almost impossible freaking trying to beat the shit one player.
Oh, that must have been very tough.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it must have been
God,
very
man.
tough.
Oh my god. Annoying.
But yeah, we'd mess with it. If anything, make it more players.
Well, Broforce, first when we beat that 4-player, before we even started the channel, before we even started the podcast,
That
we beat
might need a revisit.
So yeah,
We didn't stream that?
No,
No,
Really?
that was
No,
before we
that
were.
Was before we
yeah.
were.
Really?
We were.
That was
yeah,
before Level 857 was a thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, man,
Wow,
that's
that's a
how
long
long
time
ago it
ago.
was.
It's on Game Pass, so yeah, like
Broforce.
yeah,
Broforce,
we might
Broforce.
have to get it on there because it is a good game. I had fun with it.
Wait, was it 2 or 4 players? Help me out here.
2.
It was 4.
It was
Oh,
two.
Broforce was 2. I thought it
Two.
was
2 players.
2 players, bro.
Was it 4, huh?
Actually,
No, you're thinking of
was
what's
it
the other
4?
one?
I know I was the last
I
survivor.
felt like I
I
seen
felt like it was 4.
Is it 4?
I thought it
I
was 2.
strongly
It's
feel
4
it was
online.
4.
Okay. It's 4
Oh, it's
online.
4 online. Oh, okay. I didn't know
Oh,
that.
4 online. Then we definitely
We
have to
definitely-
revisit that.
What the hell?
I remember playing more than one player.
I
mean,
remember
more than
playing
two
more
players,
than.
though.
I remember playing. I remember it as a group. Unless I'm thinking.
Wait,
of,
do we have this on the channel at all?
Mercenary Kings? I don't think.
No.
we have that.
Mercenary Kings is what I was thinking.
That's
I
not
was-
the same
that's
at
not the
all.
same,
But
no, not
we
the
need
same at all.
we actually need to finish that too.
Yeah, we do. I love that.
But we always start from the beginning every time we play that
Exactly.
game.
Oh yeah, we don't have shit from this game on our channel.
Mm-mm.
Not.
Oh, we got to rock this then.
So it says they have 6 new playable bros with their females. There's 4 new campaigns and a completely reworked city campaign.
Wow.
Oh yeah, we got to get that going.
And
soon.
it's that update is on Game Pass, right? With
Yeah,
the game with the extra stuff.
I believe
Okay.
so. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I remember seeing the title. On there.
4-player co-op. Let's do that.
Yeah,
Man,
you gotta see
imagine.
that soon. That game is hilarious.
Imagine.
But I mean, considering how long it's been since this game was released, and the fact that they did have an update,
They probably started off with 2 players and then they added 4.
Maybe
because that's how long ago it
They
was.
probably did.
I wouldn't even know what you'd add for a second, like a second game.
One of the characters is Bruffy, the
Yeah.
vampire slayer.
Yeah.
Bruffy.
Yep.
That's funny.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah,
Gordo
Gordo Steen.
Thank
Looking
you.
out,
Thank you,
Gordo. We
brother.
appreciate you, man.
Thank you, sir.
Much appreciated.
Level
man.
857 is the only Broforce I care about. Put us in Broforce.
Broforce.
For real.
We could be
right.
one of those pixels. It's easy.
So I have a Turbro, Chalk Bro,
Bro.
Turbo.
Turbo.
That's
Bro.
actually
Chalk
that's
bro.
actually good.
Style Bro,
You have a Sticks
Sticks
Bro.
Bro,
Stick Bro.
and an Al Bro.
Albro.
Al Bro.
Oh boy.
That works.
Makes sense. Man.
I'm sure it
Makes sense.
does. It works too
Al
well.
Bro.
Yeah, as long as you say so.
So this Resident Evil 2 thing, huh?
No, it's about.
We're going in order. Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
Go,
yeah,
Yeah.
just
So
goes
the
wherever
next
he wants.
the next article.
I know you
is-
can't wait to talk about
I
Resident
can't
Evil.
wait. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yes, we're talking about Sakurai. And listen,
He's coming back.
I don't know
He's coming
because
back.
I as he says they can't do it without him. We say they can't do it without him.
Mm.
Unless he has an understudy who's actually going to take up after him after all the years he's
I'll
put
tell you
on
right
him.
now, no one can replace him. Not even an
I
understudy.
mean, somebody
He's coming
has
back.
to.
He's coming back. Telling
Yeah,
you.
he doesn't want
You
to.
He
think
can't
they're
live
gonna make
without
another
it.
Smash?
Look, do you understand
he
the
can't-
sigh of relief this man had
And he got his vacation.
when this
Yeah,
game
he got
was
his
out?
vacation.
Let me
Now
tell you.
he's back.
Let me tell you something.
2 years.
There's 80 something characters in this fucking game.
89,
This shit
89.
became a part of him. The fact that
It's his baby.
the fact of them, I guarantee they had meetings where it's like, hey, if we moved on from you and blah blah blah. He's probably like, move on from me. You can't move on from me. This is my fucking baby.
I thought he
He's-
had an
they're-
apprentice though.
No, man.
They
Ain't
had
nobody doing what
He
the,
had somebody. He's like, yeah. He's like, he hinted
had
that they
to.
let someone take the reins for a bit, and it wound up he had to come back.
Really?
Yeah.
dude. I tell you, he can't leave this role. He can't.
It's a certain art, yes.
He can't. No one could do what he does with Smash Brothers. Nobody.
Well,
He's coming back.
do
and
you
they're
think
gonna
there
have
will be another one?
There'll be another one on the Switch too. Yeah, you heard it here first. There's gonna be another.
Oh.
It's gonna be called Smash Brothers Infinite, and it's gonna be Sakurai coming back. It's
That's
gonna
it.
have 100 characters.
That's your prediction, huh?
No, but check it out. No, check it out though. The director of I remember reading that the director of Tekken after they put Kazuya in Smash Brothers, they were just like, and he was just like, spending time with Sakurai and everything like that. They were like, I don't think there's anyone on the planet who could have done this game. Like he's like he has such an he's like Sakurai has such an appreciation for video games as a whole. He's like when he brings a character into the game, he makes sure he brings the essence of that franchise that character represents into the character, like from the animations, the taunts, the everything, how it reacts to other characters when he hits them. And every single character feels unique. So it's like he's like, I don't think anyone else but Sakurai could have done it.
No one could do it. I'm telling you,
You know?
he's back. I'm telling you. Think I'm playing around. He's back. He's like, I had my vacation. I got my weight back up. I was dying before, but now I'm back alive.
Wow.
I'm okay. I'm healthy now. Now let's get to work
He's-
and work me to the
Do you
bone
think
again.
they can beat the last game?
Yes.
though?
Yes,
Yes,
this is the thing.
absolutely.
But they have to do it as a version 2. They have to do it as
They
a
don't
version
have
2.
they're not going to get the licenses of all these games again.
This is Nintendo, man.
That's Nintendo.
They do as
It's
they
like-
threaten families, man. They do as they please.
Honestly,
They'll
they've
shut
probably
this
been
channel
working
down.
on those licenses since the last DLC character.
I
was
guarantee, as
released.
soon as it stopped,
They said it was the single-handed hardest thing to do in history.
they could do it.
Yeah.
They could do it, and more.
And they have to they have to do it 8-player online. They have to make it where 2v2s happen from online like Multiverses does, you know.
Mm.
But you
Borrow
would want
something.
it- you
Borrow
would-
some things. Borrow some
Netcode,
things.
rollback
Will it
netcode.
be a
Yeah.
sequel or would it be an expansion?
I'd rather
The
have
only
them
way to
just have an
beat-
expansion.
The only way to beat the last
I
one
would
is
say
an
expansion.
But
Expansion.
what if it's a completely new game?
From the ground up. I
Yeah.
don't think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
Because I think the Wii U one, from when they went from the Wii U to from Ultimate, that felt like an expansion to me. It felt like it just.
Well, haven't all of them felt like expansions?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
should. They should. Yeah. Actually, the first one in Melee, they felt like just a.
No, Melee's a sequel.
Yeah. Because the Nintendo 64 was just like ugly as shit, and it was the original. But I mean,
And I thought
from
they
Melee to
changed-
Brawl felt
I
like
thought
an
they changed
expansion.
too much in Brawl. For me to, people like. You
They
guys
messed
like
with
it.
a lot of mechanics.
Well, they like maybe 2 or 3 mechanics were iffy. One of them they got rid of.
the trip, yeah.
Yeah, but like the system works, the way it plays works. Maybe add 1 or 2 things like that Multiverses did well.
Mhm.
Maybe when you drop down
But you
quicker.
think it should be like a history of video games still?
Yeah, absolutely.
Nothing else added in there. No anime, no nothing. Right? Just games.
No games.
Just
Keep it
games.
games. Keep
Yeah,
it games.
keep it
Let
games.
Multiverses do that.
Mm.
Yeah, let's keep games. Add 20 characters to
What
what
if
you got
Disney gets
already.
involved?
Nah, let them do their own thing. Get out of here, Disney. We don't need you. keep it
They're
video
like,
games.
we've got Mickey Mouse in there, man. We got the little
Got Kingdom Hearts.
I want
We got Kingdom Hearts symbol in there.
I want Ryu Hayabusa in this bitch. All right,
Yeah.
that needs to happen.
Double Dragons.
It's supposed to be a
Oh, Double
celebration.
Dragons.
Same with Double Dragon. It's supposed to be a celebration of video games, and they're not in it. Fuck is that? Fucking
There's
bullshit.
still room. There's still room.
He's coming back. I'm telling
I
you.
just don't know if they get everything. I mean, it's
Smash
it's
Brothers
wishful
Infinite.
thinking.
Smash Brothers
If
Infinite.
they can't make a sequel to the Ultimate, they shouldn't even bother trying. That's my thing. Like I wouldn't even.
Yeah.
Well, people say the same thing about Mario Kart, but there's still ways to go. There's still ways to go
Yeah.
because they could do a all-star version of it.
Mm,
But we'll see. We'll see.
you shall see.
He's
And
back, goddammit.
Hopefully, Sakurai will be involved because you can't do it without him.
Pretty much.
That would be crazy. Would be crazy.
We
He's-
also got this article here.
The
Okay,
Switch stick.
Nintendo plans on bringing out this next system.
We know.
He
at
almost
some
said
point
Switch stick.
Next year.
Yeah, you heard
Next
me almost
year.
said Switch stick.
Maybe no
Switch
hey,
thing.
there was no Switch. They didn't
Second
call
half
it the Switch.
of 2024.
It's the next Nintendo.
There have been a lot of the rumors. There've been a lot of them lately.
There's a
They've been coming
Dreamcast on
kind
the
of heavy.
table. Though.
There's a Dreamcast on the table.
Yeah, I don't
The
know why.
Nintendo Dream Switch.
For those listening,
What?
we have a graphic up of a
The
Dreamcast.
Dream Switch.
But is it time for a Switch 2, you think?
Way past time. Way past time.
Is it?
Do you know the engine they're using?
Yeah.
Yes,
Unreal
it's
4.
way past time.
Funny thing is,
No,
They don't
it's
need
not.
I
It's
honestly
the
don't.
Shield.
I honestly don't think it's time. I
Yeah.
honestly don't.
I think they could
If
go
you
another
play-
2 years.
If you play any of the
I
new
think so.
games,
Yeah,
and
I-
listen, there's
If
still
we're talking tech, yeah, okay.
yes,
But if no one's buying that tech anymore, then I would say move on. But
no,
people
they're
are
still
buying
buying it.
if
They're
their
still
sales go
buying it.
down, that's when they
Yeah,
that's when they have to
that's when you
release a new
move on.
system.
But when you're selling 20 million of a title that's underpowered completely, Pokemon, people who there's a lot of people who
20 million people don't give a shit.
Yeah,
about
but
that.
they don't care.
They do.
bought it.
they do because there's not going to be another one.
They're gonna
It
buy
has
it
to
anyway.
be something newer.
But they usually release a new system when their sales not slump, but just don't make as much.
The
So
beginning
the-
of the decline.
They did it with all their systems. They did every single one of them. As soon as the decline of their sales, that's when the next system comes out.
Like I
all
said,
the
though, they
time.
still haven't given
And-
a discount.
But you also have
They still haven't
they don't-
reduced the price.
when does Nintendo ever do that, man?
When they get a boost in sales, that's
No,
what I'm
the
saying. If they
Black
ever lower
Friday.
this, if they ever lower this $20, it's going to sell another 20 million,
They'll lower.
and they haven't done it yet.
You know they'll do that when they release their new system.
they won't either.
That's when they do that. No, but you have to look at also the generation of the 360, PS3. That generation lasted
8 years.
9 years.
8 years.
9 years. And when it
Yeah, fully.
fully,
I'm not
9
talking about
years.
when Ubisoft comes out with Just Dance, and you get
No,
and you get
9
FIFA.
years.
Those are 2 titles. And that's
9
another year. I know, but
9
I'm
years.
saying that
Oh.
9th year, those 2 titles are the only things that come out.
But
for
look at that hardware.
What about
That
it?
was old hardware. At
It's not the
360,
Shield. It's not the Shield TV. That's ancient tech.
Shield
The
TV.
Tegra chip. I'm sorry to get geeky, but the Tegra chip is
It's okay.
ancient.
But doesn't need it. It doesn't need to be powerful.
I would
Doesn't
like
need
to
to be
see. I
powerful.
would love to.
They're gonna
see-
sell
no one said-
regardless.
look, no one said the next Nintendo is gonna be powerful. I would like to see one powerful.
Everybody wants to see.
It's
a-
rumored
I
to
miss,
be-
I miss
more
my
powerful.
Super Nintendo being the most powerful. Nintendo 64 was supposed to be the most powerful, and it just looked.
That was
bad.
the most ugly.
It just looked bad, but it
It's
was
the most
it was-
ugly.
But it was
Well-
double. It was double the processor, but it was.
N64, most overrated Nintendo console. Fight me.
Wii U.
Damn.
Well, no, overrated.
Well, the,
yes.
the
Overrated
Wii U,
fighting.
when
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Wii
no,
U
it is.
came out, they like everybody was like, "Yo, the Wii is GameCube freaking hardware. It's old hardware. It's old hardware. We want something better."
But you never.
Then the
played
Wii U
anything
came out.
You never played
Better
anything
graphics.
sluggish. You never played a game that was hindered by the performance of it. Nintendo is smart.
They know the
their games usually come out fine for it. When third parties are having struggles, because they're still trying to make games that other systems are making. That's not the thing that Nintendo does now. But when those titles are coming out and they're rendered way worse, nearly like the frame rates and having trouble and everything, then there's something they have to do. So and they're not going to release a RAM cart. That's not going to happen this time.
Tears of the Kingdom just came out, right?
It has struggles. It's not perfect.
Does it have struggles?
It's not bad.
It's pretty smooth most of the time.
They've done wonders with it. Don't get me wrong.
I play mostly handheld, but I play them both. I play them on TV. I haven't noticed many graphical hiccups while I've been playing.
It's the same game as
I mean, look at some of their top titles, right? Look at I haven't played it yet. Bayonetta 3, right? That has struggles. I haven't played it, so
I beat the game.
You beat the game.
It didn't have.
It would have been better if it was from multiple systems.
Here goes another example. Astral Chain, not one hiccup in that entire game, and that's one of the most beautiful games I've seen on that system.
That was also about 4 years.
That was nothing wrong with that game. Fucking Smash Bros. Ultimate, no hiccups, nothing. Right. Never seen anything.
Also,
Mario Kart,
5 years old.
Yeah, that goes right to my point. It's like that.
Newer games require more.
I'm saying is that the technology. Nintendo doesn't need to keep up with technology. They kept up with gameplay and efficiency, and that speaks more volume than tech any day because they sell more than the others.
So if you sold it,
so
like I said before,
hold on. Okay. And that's why they're like, yeah, we're eventually gonna have to come out with a 2 eventually, and we're gonna have to up everything, but they're not. Sony and Microsoft are fighting with each other, but Nintendo's just like.
I don't know if they do it too.
We're gonna move at our pace, and we're gonna make sure that the quality of games that we come out with is impressive, and people buy them, and people like them, and play them, and we'll never discount the price. But you're getting your money's worth, and that's what they're doing.
Like I said, if Nintendo came out with a system that just had Nintendo games, and they sold it as that, and there was no third party, they would still sell the same amount.
Yeah,
that's all because people care about those games. They don't have to have third party, although. Wii U and their support and everything. It does matter. It does matter. But people care about the Nintendo games.
They just started caring about third party.
I mean, they need to start caring about their online. But
and they're always behind. And they're always behind.
Talk
about fucking living in the past.
Right.
I mean, that shit is
exactly,
old.
man.
And though I still refuse to call Switch the next Nintendo Switch 2 because there's never been a 2.
No.
There's never been a 2 of anything Nintendo.
I don't even know if it's going to be
it might be a home console.
Yeah, I don't even know if it'll be a hybrid. I don't.
It might be a VR.
They might release two systems. They might release a handheld.
It will not be a hybrid. It is going to be a hybrid.
I think it'll be a hybrid.
It has no choice.
All right, listen. We gotta move on to the next news, but there's a reason why they would come out maybe with a home console again and a portable system again, because they can make something that's weak as a portable again, and they have no trouble supporting that. Plus, you know how many they sold. You know how much money they make from that? It's damn near the same price as a Switch, and they sold what what was the total amount of the portable Nintendo systems that they sold?
With the Lite,
not the Lite, the DS.
The DS, 150 million.
150 million.
DS was 150 million, yeah.
And that's not counting their home consoles.
Right.
So Nintendo's about making money.
Well, look at the Switch Lite, right? That's a dedicated handheld.
Yep. That doesn't sell more.
Listen to me. Listen.
Yep.
That sells. That sells. That plays the same games that the home console, the hybrid console, plays. Right.
Yeah.
Now, just like what Sticks was saying about the handhelds, how that's always going to sell more. Always.
Families.
Yeah.
We all have a Switch. I mean, yes. But we'll also have a home system.
So what if they released at the same time they released a handheld that's cheaper but also plays the same graphically? Nothing is downgraded. It plays
It'll play Switch.
It'll play it'll play
Switch.
It'll play the same as the
who's
home console. So you have a choice.
New system isn't bona fide to play Switch games.
Right, and then they can even entice it even more by making it cheaper than the actual home console version. So you have a choice.
They gotta watch with that because you see.
I'm saying that's an idea.
We're gonna find out.
It's an idea. We don't
next year.
To be honest, I do think it's gonna be a hybrid, and I do think they're going to not.
Sense.
I don't think it's gonna be a Switch 2, but I wouldn't be surprised if they went with Super Switch. I would not be
Oh, the name,
surprised.
yeah.
If they didn't, if
Nintendo
they
Switch?
kept the name, it would be smart.
So,
If they kept the name,
They're gonna have to
yeah.
keep it Switch.
If they
I
kept
would
the
be-
Switch, it would
because
be
Switch is now
good
the
idea.
name, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Nintendo NES, right? Nintendo.
There's
and
always
Super
new,
Nintendo.
There's always new Nintendo.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna
Wii,
go.
Wii U. You know what I'm saying?
I think
Switch, Super Switch. So I think it's going to be.
Makes perfect sense.
It might-
But Nintendo is weird.
Yeah, no, I was
But
gonna
they're
say.
going to be like.
it
it's gonna
makes
be-
sense,
It's
but-
going to be the Dolphin. What?
Yeah. No, it makes sense, but they're gonna go. They're gonna go left field with
The
everything.
Ultra Switch.
Well, we'll see, I guess.
Even with the, I think they're gonna go left field.
We
even
should
with
do
like
that
a
for
hybrid.
we should do that for predictions. We'll each predict something for
Yeah.
January,
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
yeah, yeah.
we'll see.
It wouldn't
who's the
surprise
closest.
me.
We'll see
It
who's the
wouldn't
closest.
surprise me if it wasn't a Switch too. That's all I'm saying.
But do you think a new one release is coming out in the second half of 2024?
According to
Second half.
everyone's super sleuthing about what chip is being made by Tegra, I would say yes, and it's probably going to be a Switch too.
I think we'll probably get a 2020. I think it'll probably release in 2024. I just think it's going to probably release towards the not necessarily Christmas, but I think it's going to be towards the second half rather than the first.
Black
half of the year.
Friday.
Yeah,
It could be. Listen, it's going to be a Nintendo Watch.
Nintendo Watch.
I called it. That's where the chip is going. So Tegra, you got me on that one.
Backwards compatibility.
Nope.
We shall see.
Shit.
Yeah, watch him throw a freaking wrench in the whole thing.
Nope.
Imagine.
Digital
backwards
only. Digital only.
That'd be terrible.
Seriously.
All right, let's get to the other article here. Hold
Thank
up.
God.
Oh, this is one of my favorite articles, man.
Read it.
Hasbro wants older Transformers back on the Xbox Game Pass. And let me tell you, he's talking about this particular article, and this particular exec from Hasbro was talking about War of Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron. He's been trying to get those games, right, back on. But Activision lost. They don't know what hard drive is because they were
No, that's false.
That's what they said. You think Activision's lying?
No. They figured out it's not. That's not the truth.
That's not. Oh, really? That's a
Yes.
lie. But that's what.
That's what
Hasbro
they
said.
originally said. Yes.
Okay.
Fake news?
They didn't know what freaking
That
hard
was
drive.
what got this news pushed up as it was. Yes.
Okay. So that. Okay. What happened? What's the
Well, they
deal?
said there was too many, like during the sale of their company,
Mm-hmm.
there was too much movement, and they don't know exactly where
Where it is.
the hard drives are that have the open source or the source files. That was originally what people was to believe why it didn't get onto the system.
Mm-hmm.
And then they said, no, we have the files.
I
There's
never
no
believe
trouble.
stories where someone says
Yeah.
we don't know where it is. Like
It's
shut up,
highly
like,
possible. It's believable that they might have lost it, but in the closet. It's, the stuff is-
where do you lose shit?
All
It's
of
in
the
a
stuff-
folder or something.
They hit
All
the
of
they
this
pressed
stuff is
format,
old.
and they were like, "Oh shit!"
Like, I
all
never
this stuff
believe that
is
shit.
old, but they
on.
said that they do have it, and it came down to licensing and everything. But now that Microsoft has Activision, they could figure out some way to get the license back to put it out on Game Pass.
Those games
because
were dope.
Obviously, Microsoft owns Game Pass.
Right.
So if they own the title and own Game Pass, and they have all the money in the world, I think they can figure out a way to get it onto Game Pass.
That'd be dope.
Those
But it
games are
wasn't.
dope.
It
The
wasn't
dude-
because it's lost forever.
The dude was making it sound. I read 3 different articles. I think he had one in Kotaku as well. He made it sound like, "Yo, we want this on Game Pass. We want Microsoft to put this on Game Pass. We think it would be great." And I was like, "Yo, those Transformers
we
games
never
on
played
Ga-
them co-op. Well, one of
Yeah.
them. I think one of them's co-op. The first one.
The first one's called.
The
We
first one's
played it.
co-op.
We
What? No, we didn't play
we didn't
co-op.
play
It's online. It's
co-op.
online co-op.
It's
dude.
online co-op.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
The second one, I
never
don't think
played.
is. The second
No,
one.
I was
second
playing
Second
the
one
first
wasn't as
one.
good as the
like,
Escalation mode, which I think Bizarre in the chat was talking about. He wants to
Yeah.
see Fall of Cybertron back online. I think he's talking about the escalation mode because I heard that was supposed to be crazy.
Wait, is it 2
And
or
it's-
3 players?
The escalation
the
mode?
first one was
The first one.
Three.
online.
First one was
Three.
3 players.
Three.
Three-player co-op.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Three players.
oh, come on.
I was playing the first one on my 360
Mhm.
like maybe a month and a half ago.
It's
It's
shit.
so fire.
It's awesome.
Those are the
So
best. Those are the
fire.
best Transformers game ever made.
And you know what's even better? Back in the day, you remember this when I plugged in my iPod and put
you
the Transformers
soundtrack
music.
on?
Oh my God, man, hits different.
You got to do
It's way
Spotify now.
Yeah. I did that. I did that for State of Decay.
Yeah,
I did
yeah,
Spotify, and those songs are there. Those songs
Yeah.
are there. You can do that.
Those
That's
games were
what's
awesome. So I'm like, I'd love to see them.
I'd play 'em again.
Love to see them again.
We'll
on
find
Game
out
Pass.
once Microsoft actually gets all their Activision titles to put on Game Pass, if that's going to be part of it.
And now,
Obviously. And then with them turning on old servers,
Mhm.
it's possible that might be.
And
a
you
thing.
see how Microsoft does with turning on old servers.
Brings
And
the
I'm
games back
sorry,
to life.
Sony fans. Now that freaking Microsoft owns Blizzard, you're not going to see these Transformers games on your system ever again. It's not going to happen.
There's
Only
nothing.
on-
There's
what?
Only on
nothing.
Xbox.
Are you okay?
There's
Only on
nothing
Xbox.
that
You're
says
right over there, man.
you
Only on
won't see
Xbox.
it on Sony.
Jeez.
Why-
okay,
he-
sir?
Not gonna see.
Yo, why do you
Transformers.
always dunk on
He does
Sony
that, right?
every,
Yeah,
like,
he does that.
like,
I don't know why.
Lately, you've been doing that a lot. Dude.
Look, I love my.
Sorry, Sony, you're not getting Starfield. It's not my. Like
Look,
what?
I just want to tell everybody, I love my PS5. I really do. I
I'm sure
love
you
the
do.
PlayStation. I love the PlayStation 4. It was an excellent thing. You know, but Sony's moves during this whole Blizzard merging thing, it just rubbed me the wrong way. They lied, man. They
It
told a
shouldn't
lot of
rub
lies.
you.
They-
It shouldn't rub you at all.
No, I
Yeah,
took
why
it
they-
personally.
Yeah,
why
Mi-
I took-
Microsoft never lied. Nintendo never lied.
I took it personal. No, Microsoft and Nintendo, they have questionable practices that I do criticize
They all
against.
do, man.
But I was never offended to my core by something that they did. Sony offended me to my core. So yes, that's why I throw shots at them.
Well, it would suck if they
Can't
lost
sleep at night.
the games.
I was
sleep
so
on it.
offended by Sony that
Yeah,
I didn't
dude.
reserve my Spider-Man PS5.
Exactly. They do things that
Well,
just piss
Well,
me
that's
off.
because it was a digital-only version.
I
That's
tried to bring it back, y'all.
Yeah.
No,
I
it's
tried.
all
But
right.
yeah,
to-
now,
I tried to bring it
as Styx was saying, it would be great to have those games back on Game Pass. They're fun. War for Cybertron was super fun. Fall of Cybertron was fun. Like,
Even if it's lost, just download the ROM.
I don't believe it.
Put it on the system. Just play it as
I
is.
mean, if you guys lost it, I have the games at home. Call me.
Yeah, who the fuck loses?
Call me.
Like no one loses.
Call me.
There's so
Email
many
me.
stories like
I got
that.
you.
Yeah, it's called
There's,
lies.
there's
They're
so
all
many
lies.
stories like that where people, like the companies, just lose.
I'm
But I'm gonna need a
interested, though.
cut off the
The
top.
source.
You know what
The
I'm
way
saying?
they the way they
You
improve their
know?
titles, though, I am interested if they were to add like 4K and just up the graphics a little bit.
Well, with the money they have, they could build it from
Do
the
a
ground
third
up.
one.
They could just
That's
build it
what-
from the ground up.
why they want to put it on.
Please,
Do
yeah.
a- do a
Put them on
rem-
Game Pass.
Well,
see
there
how
was
people
another one that
respond.
wasn't as good. Like after that.
Oh, that was the bullshit one. The
Yeah.
something of the spark. They tried to do like the
Like the
movie.
some
Oh,
movie thing.
yeah, I was like, that doesn't count.
that
that's
doesn't
that's
They
trash.
call that the War of Cybertron
Yeah,
trilogy, and I'm
yeah.
like, don't call that the
Nope.
trilogy. That shit was
That's
garbage.
disrespectful.
Yikes.
And they also have another Transformers first-person game coming out.
Oh, I'm sick.
Oh yeah.
I am sick.
So I don't know. I don't know if they'll do
I
that.
am
Show-
sick to my
I think
stomach.
that showed up at E3 like last year.
Yeah, in the garbage.
First person Transformers. You can do that with Gundam as they did. Gundam Evolution. That's a PS5 free to play exclusive, I think,
You
too.
could do it with the basic
You,
Gundams.
you could
but,
do it
like,
with a basic Gundam, but we want to see the Transformers transform, and I don't want to control
I don't want to
driving
see
first
stupid
person.
hands. Come on, man.
First person, man.
Come on, man. Lazy ass.
Doesn't make sense for.
I don't know about that.
All right, we're up to you.
All right.
You're up
I'm
to you.
angry.
Moving up to the next article. Yeah.
It's
Don't
getting
know
me-
about that.
It's getting me mad.
Resident Evil 2 Remake, now the best-selling Resident Evil game ever.
All right.
So how much they sold? They sold 12.6 million,
Wow.
which is enough to boost it above Resident Evil 7, which was 12.4 million.
Whoa.
That is
Okay, what's
indeed what
next?
it is.
Do you know? no, Chuck. No, there's no reason to skip. There's a reason.
I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
there's a reason why we have the poll.
I'm sorry.
Who was? Bring up the article again. What was the name of this website? Who reported this?
It's the third
IGN.
best-selling game in the history of the company, with
IGN.
Monster Hunter Rise at 13.2 million and 2018's Monster Hunter World at 19 million.
I'm gonna call it IGN right now because that's a lie. Okay,
That-
Resident.
that is
that
the
is
news,
no,
folks.
no. That is a lie.
Moving on to
okay,
the next
no.
news.
I got right here. This is Resident Evil 5 sales. Read that to the chat and everybody listening right now and watching this podcast. Resident Evil 5 sales is how much, Sticks?
Resident Evil 2 is the
Let me tell you.
top-selling,
Wow.
best-selling Resident Evil
Okay.
game ever.
Chuck, read that number right there. That's Resident Evil 5's proven sales right now.
According
As
to
of-
IGN.
As of December 2022, including the original, special, and remastered versions,
That's not the same.
No, it
the
is
game
the same.
had sold
It is the same.
13.5 million units, making it the best-selling game of the Resident Evil franchise.
Well, and it's just funny. The only language I know is English, and when people say 3.5 million, it sounds like that's more than 12.6. I
That's
don't
just
know.
type. I don't know if
December-
that's real.
It says
December 20
13.5.
And that was December That was December
December-
2022.
Yeah, I don't
that
know if
was
that's
the
correct.
number,
That was
right?
I don't know
last
if
year.
that. I could have typed that.
So no, this article that you're talking about right now is like what? Last week, and they're reporting a 12.6. Resident Evil 5 had 13.5 since December 2022. And why? This is the thing. This is not just IGN.
My man is.
This is not just IGN that does this.
Okay.
Unless you counted it.
They
in your
love.
room.
They did this when freaking Resident Evil 7 came out. Oh, it's the highest Resident Evil ever. They hate on Resident Evil 5, and they do not give the game its flowers. They always do this. They kiss ass for Resident Evil 4.
You know, if you type in Google I just typed in what's the highest selling Resident. Actually, shit, I'll show it to you guys.
That's
I literally just typed this in.
Yeah.
And the first thing it says is Resident Evil 2 remake.
Yeah.
And this is Google, by the way. This is doesn't matter what article you pulled up that from, but
do
this is
another
Google.
search for saying Resident Evil 5 sales.
How do you know they're right?
There is a lot. No, there is a lot of Resident Evil 5 hate and a lot of Resident Evil 6 hate. Those are the two highest selling. I don't even know what I forget what Resident Evil 6 is freaking sold. I bet you that still sold more than
Google's a
Resident
hater,
Evil 2 remake. No, the gaming industry they dick ride. They straight up dick ride games that aren't Resident Evil 5 and 6. They dick ride every other Resident Evil.
Resident Evil 6 is 10.9 million.
That's the total sales right now. Let me see.
Chat, who do you think's telling the truth here?
Google or
this site that Kev has?
Resident Evil 6 has sold more than that. I bet.
I
Let me see.
literally
Let me see if I can find
just
that
I was
sales.
like, is this guy telling the truth? All right, let me look this up.
I don't know what numbers they counted.
You guys saw it right there.
According to
No, I typed in Resident Evil 5 sales. The first thing I see is 13.5 million.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing that popped up when I typed in Resident Evil 5.
Okay.
And that's the
35
thing is, and I'll tell you why it counts, because Resident Evil 2 Remake, those are the sales across console and PC. Okay, so yeah, the Resident Evil 5 number, yeah, it has been ported. It came out for the.
It's on PC. I have it.
It was ported to PS4 and Xbox One.
And
those are total digital sales and everything.
I just typed
Counts.
up Resident Evil 2 remakes sales, 12.6.
Which one's more? Chat, tell me what's higher, 13.5 or 12.6? I'm not a game. I'm not a game journalist or reporter or anything, but in the English language, 13.6 is higher.
Well,
sorry, 13.5.
Well, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why this article.
Why is your voice getting
Yeah,
high?
dude, you're getting freaking crazy.
Your voice is getting
Relax
high.
now. Relax.
Because they
Relax.
do this all the time.
Well,
they
listen.
disrespect
I
this
want
game.
someone to animate
All right.
Turbo's head
Please,
exploding.
oh no, please animate cartoon animation of
I'll
that
do
whole
that.
rant.
I'll work on that.
Please.
No,
These liars.
no. Listen. Regardless, whatever the highest selling, whatever. I don't care. I don't even give a shit. All I care is the reason why I like this article is because Resident Evil 2 remake.
This is
is
dope
one
game.
of my. It's my favorite remake of the Resident Evil series, and
Yes.
that's great news.
Well, Resident Evil 4 remake is
For a Code Veronica, I'm waiting for that shit to happen. I want it to happen, and this is why this is great news.
Yeah.
Resident Evil 4 remake right now is at 5 million.
Damn, that's it.
It's only been a freaking.
It'll go
what,
higher
3
than
months?
that, though.
Well,
As
probably
many-
because this is like the 90th time it came out.
If they counted every version of every game,
It'll sell
Resident Evil 4 would probably be the top selling game of all
Resident
time.
Evil
Yeah,
2,
actually,
If you
it
keep
was
coming out with
ported,
it,
they
but,
re-released
you
They
it
know,
don't
on
count
everything.
Resident Evil 2 though, the
That shit's
regular.
No.
If they did,
You
Resident
should.
Evil 2, they don't-
they
doesn't
did it for
count.
they did it for Resident Evil 5 though.
No, Resident Evil 5 was not remade, okay? It was just ported, and you need to count because it's still the same game ported. So you have to count all of its combined
But
sales.
she was stupid in it. It's not gonna win.
I love her character.
What's up,
Her
Kid
AI, though.
Amazing?
Kid amazing.
He's so amazing.
No, Resident Evil 6 was, I don't know if it was the highest. I know it was always the second highest. For
I know
a
it
seven.
sold well.
For
I
a
know
minute.
yeah, it sold
enjoyed
very
it.
well.
It says 7 is the second.
And it was double-digit millions. You know, we need to find one which counts because Resident Evil 6, like Resident Evil 5, was ported to different generations of console after it first came out for the 360 and the PS3. It came out to the PS4 and the Xbox One, and there's digital sales in there. So I don't know if I've seen a reported figure for the sales of Resident Evil 6 that includes those cross-generational numbers as well into their total. So we have to find that out because I bet you the total of those numbers would still be more than Resident Evil 2 remake.
Resident Evil 7.
That's just my
Catch your breath,
bro.
catch your breath,
Breathe.
please. Catch your breath.
Sorry, I get heated about this.
Breathe, my man.
Resident
Wow.
Evil 7 said the game sold over 12.4 million units worldwide.
Yep.
That's which is freaking high.
Wow.
Resident Evil
place.
7.
Second
Wow.
place.
Wow.
Second place.
12.4. Wow.
Third place, you mean?
No, second place.
Third place behind Resident Evil 5.
Oh no.
Give the game a
He
slap.
started it up again.
He's trying to rile him up.
Oh no.
He's trying to
What's
shake the
happened?
cage.
Speaking of heat.
Yeah, let's yeah.
Speaking of heat,
That's all I
yes,
wanted
good,
to say.
good.
That's all I
Thank
wanted
you.
to
we're
say.
gonna segue into the next news article.
That's all I wanted to say.
He's got the vein in the side of his
Speaking
head.
of heat,
Yeah. Come on.
PS5s are melting at Evo.
No one
because
cares
people
about
are
this.
fighting.
That's crazy though.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I heard that Final Fantasy 16 was heating up the systems a little much too.
say again.
Really?
What was it?
Final Fantasy 16.
Melting
Oh, is it?
systems?
It was heating up the systems a bit much. Yes.
Damn.
Yeah, I think the writing's on the wall, guys, from this particular news that I think the Xbox Series X is the console of choice for
Oh
fighting games,
my
right?
God!
Dude, and you talk about dick riding?
Yes, seriously.
This guy's a dick rider. Like a
hardcore.
riding that shit like a pony and shit.
It's like I'm just stating facts here. You know, we're at a fighting game, right? We're at a fighting game.
We're at a fighting
Yo.
game.
We're at a fighting game tournament, right?
Oh my
Where
God.
these
What is
next
going
gen
on?
systems, right? They're supposed to be made with more high tech parts and everything's supposed to get better. And the USB ports are melting. That never happened to an Xbox system.
No.
Well,
I think it's the
here's-
controller's
it's-
fault.
Yo,
here's-
Yeah.
All right, here's the thing. Evo had a insane turnout this year.
Oh,
For Street Fighter V alone, they had 7,000
7,000.
people.
Players.
7,000 people in pools.
Must have smelled like shit.
Wow.
Is that what melted the system?
Yeah.
Hey,
Was
there
it
we
the
go.
stink?
The acid,
Wow.
There was acid smell. Burning systems.
So yeah,
They get refurbished.
I figure the PS5s were running way longer than anybody expected them to run. So they I'm pretty sure they melted.
it's crazy.
It's
not
shocking to
And
hear.
besides, you're in Vegas. It's
It is hot.
Vegas
the
is hot.
AC
Imagine what
in
it
there can
felt
only
like.
do so much.
Imagine what it felt like. The winner of that is the million is yours. It's not worth it to walk into that atmosphere. That's like walking into space for $1 million
Wow.
if you survive.
Do they use Series X for at Evo?
Nah,
No, it wasn't.
Sony.
It's
owns
owned
it.
by Sony, yeah.
Sony.
Sony
Sony,
owns
that's
it,
right.
so
Sony's
it's
a
only
big-
going to be on PS5.
Yeah.
You know, Sony should think about putting the Xbox Series X's out for the tournament to
No, they're
make
getting
sure.
rid of the disk drive, so they're not gonna have to worry about anything in there.
Right.
Yeah, it's like these USB ports, though. What's up with that? What's up with that?
They learn from their mistakes. Listen, you're not
Jeez.
gonna play with 7,000 people in a room.
Seriously.
That's the problem.
Yeah, Chalk, but this is the reason me and Chalk both own the Street Fighter 6 for Xbox Series X. We knew we were going to have problems with the PS5, so we're,
No, you didn't.
we made sure
No,
that
you
we
Well,
did.
I knew I wasn't going to buy a PS5 until Spider-Man comes out. So
Or when he was in the Marvel's Avengers.
shut the fuck up. That shit. I'm still mad about that.
Wow.
Still mad about that.
Wow.
I've never heard of USB ports melting into the joystick
That's
Into the
ever.
controller. That's
That
crazy.
is
Ever.
crazy.
or anything.
I missed that game, by the
How
way.
much? How long does it like? You have to be playing for a long time for that shit to happen.
If you're in a tournament, I don't think they're like stuck in there. for
Telling
that
you,
long.
it was the
People are switching
smell
out.
and the fumes.
Yeah,
Right.
no, definitely.
Combined with the electronics, it's like,
Yeah. It's just like, can't handle it.
You would think they would just have a big machine that runs all that stuff. It's Sony running it. Why are you using your little ass machine to run a tournament? I guess they just they thought it was really powerful.
I mean,
but
the PC could.
They
It's
learned
on PC too. Wait,
it's on PC.
what the hell? Why didn't they just? Ah, man.
They could
Because
take a
they're-
PC
they
as well.
need the
Inferior hardware,
publicity.
man.
Fucking up, Sony. You
He
fucking up.
said inferior hardware.
Inferior hardware.
You could do a
Fucking up, Sony.
Bluetooth connection from a PS5 controller to a PC, right? Can't you?
Yeah.
You could do that. Okay, so I think that's an alternative, Sony, for you guys to think about while you're trying to take care of your USB ports.
Wow.
I'm just
Wow. Wow.
Sorry.
Wow.
Dick.
Damn.
He's a dick.
Gordostein in the chat.
Gordostein just said, I've had my PS5 shut off while playing Diablo 4. It doesn't even scan the hard
The
drive
hard drive.
Damn.
after powering back on. Like the system did the shutdown on its own on purpose to protect itself.
So that's Final Fantasy 16 and Diablo.
Damn.
What's going on?
If Sony paid more attention to making sure their hardware was correct instead of trying to stop freaking Microsoft from getting exclusive deals with games, their hardware would be able to compete.
He's a dick rider.
Sorry.
That'd be a good sketch.
Oh man, I love my PS5. I really do. Okay, I love.
Whenever someone's
love my
sweating
PS5.
something too much, he's a It's a song.
Yeah.
It's a button. Just hit the
Oh,
button.
yeah.
Sony just needs to focus on their priorities, and they'll get the PS5 back into shape. It won't be burning people's controllers.
We got two more articles left, yo.
Oh,
Two
God.
more. Can we make it?
Moving on.
I don't know. Can he make it?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking
Might have
guys,
to-
Turbo's on one.
I love my PS5. I do.
Jesus
He's
Christ.
on
All right.
one.
All right. So Tekken 8, the director responds to threats about Eddy Gordo. So he shows a tweet. Harada is his name.
Mhm.
He shows a tweet about, what is it? It says, a Tekken player says that they will hit Harada with a burning hammer, which is a move.
Damn.
It's like a move that King has in the game.
Uh,
But if Eddy Gordo is not included as part of the Tekken 8 roster.
Jesus.
And, in jest, it's, whatever. It's not really a threat. It's a comedic threat.
Mm-hmm.
But the amount of hate and amount of people who think that they deserve certain things when people are making stuff that's
Entitlement,
they're entitled.
Mm-hmm.
That it just goes to show you that they see it, and it makes. He's telling you that it brings the whole workplace environment down when they get stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like why would we do this for people like this? It makes you just unappreciative. Like you sound like you don't care about what they're doing if you don't do exactly what they say.
Just monkeys making games for us.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
You don't do exactly what they say, and they're like, forget you. Who cares about this game?
We saw this during Smash Brothers when they were announcing the DLC. Oh, this person's not in the game. Oh, I hope you fucking die. You know, they like that kind of shit. Like, come on, dude. Like,
Street Fighter 6.
stop.
They did that shit too.
Like we said, it all happened with Crash.
They did what for Street Fighter 6?
I
What
mean,
happened?
what was,
Well,
no, it was Sonic. I said Crash.
Certain characters.
It
When
was
people
Sonic
don't
the
have a
Hedgehog.
character.
Oh.
It all happened with Sonic the Hedgehog in the movie.
Okay.
And when
Oh,
they
yeah.
when they
Oh,
changed
yeah.
it, it
Ever
was
since
like,
that,
they're like, I'm entitled, and you listen to what I say.
we could change
and
everything we
that's it.
want.
Listen, I'm glad they changed Sonic, but the way they went about it and the way people got big-headed about it is this is included in there.
I feel like that was a PR move, man.
No.
Like they messed it up on purpose.
Well,
Just
it worked. It worked.
It worked though.
But I mean,
But
I
it
don't
blew
think-
everybody's heads up though.
was Eddie Gordo in Tekken 7? I have
Yeah.
Tekken 7.
Yeah, he
And I
was.
don't even know.
Yeah, he was. Damn,
Because
man.
I didn't even install it.
Just got the game.
It was $3.
You ever play it?
I did. I beat the game.
You got it for $3?
You beat
Oh,
the
that's
game and you didn't know?
$3.
freaking steal. Oh my god.
He's in the game.
Yeah, he's in the game,
I
dude.
beat the
In the
story,
story
mode.
mode.
They just add different characters.
You
whoever.
play as it.
Play as a headless robot. Who cares?
Oh, man.
And then I fought Akuma. I don't like that game. But it was $3. It was $3. So I got it for competing against you guys. But you have it for Xbox, right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
No, but to go on what you were saying before, Sticks, what happened with these threats, the thing that suck about these threats sometimes.
The developers are humans.
And it's not even about developers.
It is
goes,
about the developers.
It goes past that. Like, no, what this guy was saying also is like, it's not just, it's like you can ruin the morale of the developers. That's what you were going on, which is true.
Yeah.
It happens. It happens. And it's just like, they're making this game, putting their heart and soul into the game. And like, you get some entitled geek, you put this in or else I'm going to come to your house and do things to you. It's like, it's not just that. He's like, then we have events for promo. He's like, the event coordinator gets spooked. He hires extra security. That's more operating costs. The owner of the freaking space that they're renting it to, he gets involved. He's like, oh, they're making threats and they're going to do this. We need, like they have, it's
Well,
a big.
security. You don't know who's telling the truth. Like who? Like they could be seriously someone who's going to kill someone because they
Yeah.
didn't get their character.
And that's why they
'Cause
got
people are psycho.
Sometimes they cancel events. They can't.
They lose money. Yeah.
They cancel the event, or they keep the event going, or they just say, okay, we're not going to have Tekken devs there to speak out because of the
Yeah.
threat. There's
They
a
changed the
lot of
whole
things that happens. A big domino effect just because some geeks are like, put my character in the game or else do. It's like, no, you like that. If you like that character and he doesn't make it to the sequel, play the old game.
Just be appreciative of the game, man.
You never
Just
know
be
who's the
happy.
psycho. You never know.
You
who's the
never know
psycho.
who the psycho
That's
is.
true.
You
And
And
know?
the fact that they're anonymous when they send you this stuff, they could be waiting outside your window.
That doesn't help either.
They're psychos.
It doesn't help. Man.
You're like, yo, Eddie's in there. Is he in there? I'm looking right at you.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm looking right at you.
It doesn't help.
I see your computer screen. Is Eddie there? I want to see some capoeira. Let me see.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Not even a fighting style. It's a
Meanwhile,
dance.
they have 3 characters that fight the
Yeah,
same fight
exactly.
style. So it's
Yes.
like, come on, man.
I want Guy to come to freaking Street Fighter 6, but Kimberly is the apprentice of Guy and plays very much like her, like him. So, they usually accommodate in some way.
Do you see me sending death threats about Paul's Karen hairstyle? Like that's my favorite character in the game. Y'all made him look awful with that hair. But I'm gonna still use him. It's whatever. He's
Give
gotta
him
have
the
a different
Come on,
costume.
send him an email.
He's gotta have a
man.
different costume.
You gotta
if he
e-
doesn't though, it's I'm not buying the game. Nah.
You gotta email the devs.
I gotta email like change his hair. Make
Well,
him
he
look
don't.
stupid again.
No, man. That's
Because his hair went straight up.
make him
It
look
was, I mean,
Make him look stupid.
He did look
Stupid.
stupid.
It's not like that was a great hairstyle.
He did look stupid.
I mean,
But that's his character, whatever.
Mm.
When
All right.
they changed Gal's hair, it was weird too. I'm glad they got him back. He's normal now.
They changed Gal's hair.
They kind of did. It was
When?
too
When?
low in the last game. It was weird. His hair
Was
was
it?
weird, and his shoulders were like way out here. He was a weird
Guile?
character in 5. Yes,
And 5, I don't remember.
Yeah,
I
he
gotta
was.
look at this, really.
He was.
I
He
liked
was
his look for 6.
but yeah. So don't send threats to people. Just don't.
Just enjoy the games.
Yeah.
You know?
If you don't have the character, don't buy the game. Whatever. Try someone new.
And if you're angry, go outside, touch grass.
Eat grass. What?
Fresh
Something.
air.
Anything.
Get a sandwich.
No, stay inside. Stay away from everyone.
Stay away from people.
If you want to send death threats out to devs, stay away from everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, moving on. Last article.
Oh, there was another one. I forgot.
That's your favorite
Destroy
one.
All Humans. Studio announces TMNT, the last Ronin developer, is developing
Or smoke.
TMNT. It's a
Smoke
bad
rest.
sentence. It's a bad sentence. Damn it.
Wow.
Jay
All right,
can't
so
read. Jay can't read.
when I heard about the last Ronin, I know of the comic. I know it's of one turtle, and they want to make this like a God of War type AAA game, and I'm all for it. It's cool, but for that license, I mean, listen, it's probably gonna be one of the dopest Turtles games ever made.
Do it like Ghost of Tsushima.
Probably something like that. I'm all for where they're going with it, but as a Turtles fan and as a Turtles game, the fact that there hasn't been a 4-player Ninja Turtles game that's considered AAA with the budget of something like God of War, I want to see that happen.
Like an open world Turtles game.
Yes,
Yeah.
I want to see a 4-player version
Yeah.
of Ghost of Tsushima
Yeah.
with the Turtles in it. If you're gonna go that route, but I
Well, imagine.
understand it's easier to do a 1-player game at that magnitude.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing what it's like, but I'm always gonna have in the back of my head like, where is my 4 players though?
Yeah. But you know what? This is based on a
It's based on
a
story.
spinoff, a real spinoff of.
A serious story. I mean, listen, I read tidbits of the comic. I didn't read the comic, but I know what
I
happened
read
in
it.
it. And I heard it was great.
Yeah.
It's great.
Heard it's great.
Victor
Depressing
Lucas loves
as
it.
It is depressing.
Vic Lucas loves it.
And I don't really care about playing as this character in the story. I don't want to play that story, but
Mhm.
like they have a grand design, and I'm interested in seeing what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
They do it does look like it's gonna be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I agree.
I want a 4-player Turtles like that.
I'm here for it.
Exactly.
I'll play it.
I'll take a peek.
Yeah. It'll be
But
cool.
yeah, the 4-player Turtles open world is so overdue.
Mm-hmm.
Got like a little baby taste of that, even though it wasn't open world, was Out of the Shadows for the 360.
It wasn't
I give
AAA,
that
yeah.
game.
It wasn't AAA.
It was like 1A.
That game is
had a great idea,
Mm.
and it wasn't executed the way it should have been.
Kind of Batman Arkham.
it
Con-
was
A little bit.
very a lot of it.
Combat was very
lot of
deep.
it,
They had
yep.
an arcade mode that was 4 players.
Mm-hmm.
That was side scrolling.
That was
They had
awesome.
They had some tag
Great
moves.
ideas.
Need a little more polish.
Yeah, some more
Almost there, man.
more time in the oven. And I was disappointed. Top Hat was shitting on this game on the
A
his
lot of
channel.
people hate
Yeah,
on
and I'm
this
like,
game.
this is one of my favorite Turtle games. To be honest, it's
Yeah.
one of my.
It is
It's
one
in
of
my
my
top
favorite, yeah.
3. It's in my top 3
Yeah.
favorite.
Yeah.
It played very well.
And
It
it had a
did.
4-player arcade mode, right?
Yeah,
Is that the- is this the
4-player arcade mode.
It's just all right. It's all right.
It had some great ideas, and almost pulled off the way it should have been.
Yeah.
The dance.
No,
But the game they're talking about here isn't going to be like that. But it's fine. Whatever.
I said
Maybe if we buy this, they'll make that 4-player
Maybe.
Turtles with that engine. I don't know.
Maybe.
They know people want it.
wasn't Mutant Mayhem a little open world?
I never played it, but they shit on
Made
it.
That
by
was bad, right?
They said it was bad. It looked
Platinum
great,
Games
but
made it?
they said it was terrible. Platinum.
Is
made
that
it.
the cell shaded?
Yeah.
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 That was made by the subpar team that did the Avatar last Airbender
It looked
game.
good, but I guess it's not good.
It was a low budget one.
Mm.
Yeah, if they supplied the money and had the graphics like that, it was fine. It would be fine.
Mm.
The only thing they did, the only thing that Platinum did like in that realm was the Transformers game, and that did decent. The
That
beat 'em up.
was
The beat 'em up.
the
was good.
Devastation.
Devastation. That
Yeah.
looked awesome.
I heard that was good.
Al played that.
Yeah, that seemed pretty fun. I played
It
it for a little
looked
bit.
beautiful. That game. It looked
Yeah,
beautiful.
it looked beautiful.
It's Hi-Fi Rush.
yeah.
Bizarre said it was kind of bad. Cafe Fox said he tried playing Mutant Mayhem twice so far and it couldn't get
No
it
one
to-
says good
Yeah,
things
no,
about it.
I've never heard
I've
anything
never
good.
heard anyone say a good thing
Never
about
heard
who's played the
anything
game. Never. I see videos of it. It doesn't look bad.
It didn't look bad.
It doesn't look bad.
But
But
everyone's
try
like,
playing
nah.
it.
But when you
Yeah.
play it,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
just like, there's no
There's no good
local
mechanic in
co-op.
there.
It's only
It's
online
all
co-op.
online. All
Yeah.
online. And that's bullshit.
But I know the stages are more open, but people said they're not interesting. It's just not interesting to complete the
Bland.
objective.
You ever took 4 turtles to a desert? They do.
Oh, God, if there's a desert stage. Oh, my God.
It's just
Yikes.
sand.
Yikes.
Oh man, I'm interested in the last round. Though. I want to see it.
I'll follow its progress.
Yeah,
and see
I'm
what's
gonna
going on.
follow it and see how good it does.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
So let us know if you're interested in seeing what that's about.
Serious.
I don't want to say any spoilers. I know the ending.
Do you know who the last Ronin is?
Shush. I know you want to tell us,
It's
but you're
obvious.
not.
Guys,
gonna
it
tell
is.
us. We're not going to tell us.
It's obvious, dude.
But that's
I,
all
feel-
the
I,
news.
I feel like that's not even a spoiler anymore.
It's not a spoiler. You can look
I
it
know
up.
someone can't wait to say it, though.
And when I found out who it was, it made sense. And I understand. And I actually read an interview.
So find out when you play the game.
Yeah.
And it made sense
And
from,
we'll leave
from
it at that.
the creative
Yeah,
standpoint. Yes.
That's all the news we got for you.
If
guys.
you're here for the Terp spoilers,
Just follow his social
Tune into
media.
our Patreon.
Yeah. Word.
I reveal the last Ronin's identity.
I'm glad you got that out.
Anyway.
All right, for those who are tuning in for the first time or those who have been tuning in every single week or just about and happen to forget, we have a streaming schedule. Starting Sundays at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have Let's Play Sundays, where we play multiplayer games of the co-op and competitive variety. It's either going to be one, it's going to be 2 videos, usually, maybe one, usually one co-op and one versus, but sometimes it's going to be 2 co-ops, sometimes it's going to be 2 versus. Usually we like to mix them up. 2-player, 4-player, in between 3-player, we get on that. We do the open versus challenges where we invite you guys to come battle us in whatever game the open challenge is going to be for the week. So make sure you follow us on the social media, on all social media, so you find out what game that's going to be. I'll give you a hint right now, though. We're going to have an open versus challenge for Rocket League.
That's not a hint.
Sorry, it's not a hint. No, but still join the social media.
It's on the channel already.
Yeah, it's already on channel. It's
a hint.
It's already
Subscribe, you already know.
If you subscribe, you know that it's coming up. It's going to be Rocket League, so we're going to be looking to fight against anyone who wants to fight against us. Because we're budding. What is it? Our skills are getting better in that game. We played it once, and I think we're starting to gel a little bit. So Rocket League's going to be awesome. No, it's going to be awesome.
I only played it once.
Yeah, I played it a couple of times. It's great game.
I've only played it once, so I'm a complete noob in the game.
You're going to be playing with Chalk and Eric, and they're veterans at it. So it's going to be cool.
Yeah.
Veterans.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So what you got for Fighter Fridays going on, Chalk?
Fighter Fridays, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with your boy Big Chuck. This Friday, I am playing Guilty Gear Strive.
Sensational.
Guilty Gear has not been on the channel for a minute, so it's time to bring it back.
Hell yeah. Absolutely. So tune to that. Battle Chalk and Guilty Gear Strive. Or watch him get his ass whipped. Watch him whip somebody's ass, but make sure you do that. And Cafe Fox, thank you. Yes, it's not Mutants Mayhem. It's Mutants in Manhattan. Really? Oh, I got that
Yeah,
totally.
Mayhem is the movie.
Mutants in Manhattan.
Too many M's, man. Too many titles that they use the M's. Okay. Thank you for the correction. Though. I hate giving people false information. But everyone knew what I was
The movie's
talking
good,
about.
though. Heard that movie's good.
The movie's supposed to be great?
Yeah,
Okay.
I heard it's really good.
Mutant Mayhem, good. I like good Turtles. I like good. Anything good that the Turtles come out with, I love it when that happens.
Turtle soup.
All right,
I
but
love
let's
it.
talk about the live video game podcast on Wednesday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Absolutely, featuring all of us. All 5 of us, usually, unless, something happens. But, it's like, it's going to be all featuring the crazy host that you got right here. That you got right
Got
here.
you here. Yeah, Kev's
right here.
All right,
Right now.
Kev's
You got the live chat.
Jesus Christ.
Always showing up. You have awesome listeners that's happening. They're going to be there as well. A guest sometimes happens, and when they do, they're always awesome. And the topic is going to be crazy. So join in the fun. That's going to start at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time p.m. And if you happen to miss us live, you can always catch us on your preferred podcasting platform. So make sure you sub to us on everything, because we own everything. And join that Discord. Make sure you join that Discord.
Nice save there, man.
You like that, right? It's like,
After you jarbled the freaking bro.
I always bring it back.
He said,
And
You got too
remember,
excited, man.
I
Mayhem
got excited.
Brawler is on sale, 60% off
Yes.
on Steam.
Hell yeah.
So be sure to go cop that.
Shout out again
Get
to
that.
Hasan for coming, dropping in on the podcast. That's crazy, all the way from freaking Turkey. Oh my God, it's amazing. Privilege to have somebody from Turkey for the first time on this podcast.
Worldwide.
Sir.
Always a
Worldwide.
privilege to have indie developers drop it in on our podcast. It's always an honor, especially when we play a game that we like, and then the developer makes time to talk with us about the game. It's always something special.
So show some love and support and cop that.
Absolutely.
And hit subscribe. Show some support for us, y'all.
Yeah, hit those like
Yeah.
and
Tell your
subscribe
friends.
buttons, yo.
7 more to 3,000.
Yep.
Almost there.
Shit.
When we
this
get to
stream, share
3,000,
this
we
shit
got a
with your
surprise for
peoples.
you guys.
Oh,
man.
3,000's coming up soon. Oh my God.
We might have to check that right now. Was it?
Oh my God.
Still is 7
Still
more.
sells, still
So
sells.
close.
Come on, you
so
guys.
close.
It's only 7. Y'all can
So
do that.
close.
I've been working on the surprise too, man.
Oh, you
This
working on
past
the
weekend, I was working on a little bit, but
Looks
it's
like
in the works.
you're gonna be surprising us with that surprise.
Yeah,
That's what a surprise is.
Oh man, okay.
that's what a surprise is, man.
Insane.
And another
yeah.
surprise is peace, y'all.
That's right, y'all. Thank you,
See you guys
everybody.
later.
See you next week.
That's right.
Thank you for tuning in, as always, for your support.